what the fuck? Wait, why? There's no audio coming from you guys on Strem. No, I mean, like, I'm checking the sliders. There's nothing happening. Alright, there we go. Everything should be working now.
Critically hitting. Yeah, thanks. Roll 20. I need that. Take away Cinder. I'll control Jackson, I suppose.
Wait, why take away Cinder? What do you mean?
Because I don't need to have a sheep. I don't
Hold
mind
on.
having it.
Hold on, I gotta fucking... There's many tabs I have to go through. Give me 2 seconds.
I don't hear the cursed bird.
Oh, you will.
Oh yeah, by the way, Gabby has a Satan bird outside her yard.
I had 3 until the dogs took 2 of them.
There's thousands that live around you. There will be more.
Oh, don't say that.
Just you wake up one day and there's 1,000 of them on your roof, just.
Okay, no, but you don't understand. 3 a.m. in the morning, and I hear something sounding similar to a demon crawling through my roof. Was the bird landing on my roof?
Is it like a 20 to 30 pound bird?
Yeah.
Shit.
It tried, no, lucky for context, it tried landing on a coconut palm leaf thing. I don't know why it thought it could. It just dropped straight down.
Alrighty then.
Okay, but didn't you say that they were... Hold
Their demon spawn.
on. What?
Poor fat
Aren't they...
bastard.
Hey, the ones that are bothering you, aren't they the condors, like in Andrean condors or something?
I can't remember what I called them. They're just demon spawn.
Where's my...
You told me that they were the biggest bird in South America. They can fly.
Something like it.
Which would make it the Andrean condor. Yes, Danny.
I am about my sisters. Whoops.
I can hear Danny talking, but I cannot decipher words.
So what we wait on?
Fine.
I'm waiting for the story to be finished, to be honest.
What story?
Alright, so then, when we last left our heroes, you guys had just come out of rest from the Sleeping Giant, which you had heard had been a very big hotspot for the unsightly people of society in this town here of Drugland. And, you had just been confronted by about a group of 5 human halfling mixture group of what appeared to be ruffians.
Snickets!
You guys scared one of them off and killed 3 others, taking one of them hostage.
Please don't do that, Danny. Or David, whatever you're doing. Please don't. This job moved something and my headset went. Have a seizure now.
Well, all I know is that 3 of them tried ganking me and it didn't work.
You became a pincushion.
Yeah, I did become a pincushion. They all kept stabbing me and it wasn't working.
Except for that slash.
Yeah, but it didn't do much. It just made JoJo angry. Then that moron who stabbed JoJo's hand and tried Naruto running up his arm. JoJo didn't like that either.
What did you say? Because I'm sorry I didn't hear you over the static that happened when somebody moved their mic.
I was just recapping the last hour of the last session.
Which was fun.
Alexander turns to, like, we're in the thing now, right?
What?
We're in the, like, things can happen now, right?
Yeah. You guys are out of
Alexander,
combat.
Well, before
Alexander turns looking for where the current companion went.
Companion?
Like the wizard, warlock, sorcerer girl, whatever she is.
She's still invisible.
He's just looking around.
She's still invisible.
While Alexander's looking around, Jojo is gonna pick up the man who's cradling himself on the ground, and then afterwards, to make sure he doesn't run away, and then Jojo's gonna look wherever that. Oh, I didn't hear him say.
Did he say wait a minute?
He said,
Oh.
Anyways, Jojo's gonna look. Where'd that bartender lady go? Or in?
She
or
has
whatever
been in
she
the
was.
back, and there has not been a sound out of the back room this entire time.
Jojo puts the terrified man cradling himself in front of Alexander, tells him, "Hold this," and goes to the back to see what's up.
Jojo, I would love to know how you would fit through a 3-foot-high door.
Oh. Jojo just pokes his head through it. He kind of does that, like, peekaboo thing.
Here's Jojo! Anyway.
Basically.
You poke your head in the back room, and all you can see is kind of a hallway. On your right, it's a dead end, and on your left, it just kind of goes down. You can see that there's a bit of an opening on the left side, but aside from that, you can't really get much from this angle.
Jojo pulls his head out and puts his arm in there, starts reaching around.
You got a barrel, but it won't fit through the door.
So, Cinder,
Yes.
why did you burn? Just somebody hit you and just ashes. Good job.
More than ashes, as Lord explained it, she sent him to hell.
Quite fitting, I'd say.
Oh.
He was asking in character.
Oh, didn't know he was asking in character. Sorry.
I thought I was supposed to be the like burn everything. Oh, am I rubbing off on you? Aww.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
They can't sleep in the same bed.
So, I would like to comment on whatever helps you sleep at night and that you in the same bed.
Moving on.
Sleep at night, so.
Unfortunately, not at this place. They have 2 beds, not 1. Unfortunately.
Alex, you just hear in the back of your head the careless whisper.
No.
I just hear Careless Whisper?
Yeah.
Oh, the song.
You just hear the song Careless Whisper start playing.
God damn it.
Excuse me, I'm gonna play that. Just for
Does she know what Careless Whisper is?
I don't, that's why I'm gonna play it.
Oh no!
No! No. Please, you heathen.
Oh!
Someone.
I just had to hear the drum and I was like, oh!
Oh, okay. Everything just got 10 times better. Anyway.
Okay. Jojo comes. Anyways, Jojo comes back to Alex and Cinder. Looks down at the guy trembling. Looks back at him and goes, "So, Alexander, our interrogation guy, do you need some tools?"
Alexander grins and says, I got them, and up front, you can form anything in your hand with prestidigitation as long as it can fit in your hand.
Hold on, man. It was kind of.
Meaning, it
I know.
wouldn't be very effective. He's gonna form a small dagger in his hand, holding it backwards with prestidigitation. Gonna say, no, I got my own tools.
Jojo says, "All right."
Rhoda just speaks in the back of your head. You have a fucking dagger, you moron.
Alexander responds thinking, like he's thinking, he's not saying this. Yes? It's kind
The dagger you have is a poison dagger. What is wrong with you?
Killing the man gets me no information. Anyways, I'm probably not gonna have to torture him. Just a dagger appearing out of nowhere where you say, yeah, no, I can just make whatever I need, tends to scare the shit out of someone.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure that he's actually paying attention, because remember, he's still terrified of JoJo and curled up in the fetus position.
In the fetus position?
Anyways, JoJo sits down at the counter and starts calling out to the lady, "I'm hungry!"
Is he tied up?
While Alexander is doing
Is
this
the man
thing.
tied up?
He has been rocking back and forth this entire time. JoJo had the better thought to just leave him alone.
Well, yeah, remember, I cut his friend in half and his friend fell on him. Guts and everything.
Oh.
Remember, I didn't only terrify him, I traumatized him by killing his friend and dropping his friend on him.
So Alexander, uses the staff to try and, like, tap the man, try and get his attention.
He's sitting on his butt, you just kind of rocking back and forth. You nudge him, he falls on his side and continues to rock back and forth.
I think you broke him. I can heal a body, I can't heal a mind. Can I heal a mind? Hold on, can I heal a mind?
Did I break him that badly? I mean, I did traumatize him and then drop his friend on him after cutting him in half, but whoops.
Whoops.
Well, I mean, I did roll a 20 on my intimidation, so a natural 20. And then after I intimidated him, I cut his friend in half and dropped his guts and everything on him, doing an uppercut thing, so...
Alexander uses prestidigitation to clean the man. Like, to remove the...
You now just have a shiny trauma bag sitting in front of you.
A shiny trauma bag.
Yeah, I don't know how to handle someone who's so deep in shock in their head that they can't respond to the outside world.
JoJo says,
part
I
of my
got
training.
Alex, as you finish that statement, the sorceress appears right next to you. Or, not sorceress, but... yeah, sorceress. Goes, ooh, maybe I can help. She then goes over to him, straddles him, holds him by the shoulder, and then gives him a good old slap across the face.
I don't think that would wake anybody up.
Sadly, though, this poor halfling-looking fellow is unaffected. And he's still just kind of sitting there, now with a giant handprint on his face going...
Okay.
JoJo ignores this, calling out for the bar lady or whatever, all going, "I'm hungry!"
Didn't he ask her name last session? I don't remember the character's name, but hey, I never caught your name, but I have a theoretical question.
Before she responds to you, she gives him a backhand. Still no response.
Oh.
Gives a quick sigh. What?
Okay, first off, what's your name? Because I don't want to say, hey, magic person, I can refer to multiple people. So what's your name? Well, pseudonym, whichever you use.
I can't give that to you due to looks at imaginary watch on her wrist. Legality reasons?
Yeah, just use a pseudonym.
JoJo looks back.
You'll respond to. I don't need your name. I'm used to working with people who don't have names. Give me a pseudonym.
We'll go with Sildara.
Sildara, gotcha. Okay, so theoretically, if you can heal physical wounds with healing, could you try and focus that into healing mental trauma?
She shoots you a quick look. You think a sorcerer would understand healing magic?
I do.
You're an angel!
Fair.
Okay, I do believe one way to at least help ease the shock is at least get some sort of food into this man to get him somewhat responsive.
I see.
Yeah, but
Somebody tries to stab you, you feed them. Interesting. Keep it in mind.
Yeah,
Well,
but I don't think the
he
man
didn't
wants
really
to
try
go
to get
near
stabbed as much as saw his friend get uppercutted from the nuts to the head.
Fair.
Well, I don't think he wants to go near JoJo because of what JoJo did, and I don't think he wants to go near Cinder after watching her send one of his friends to hell.
Alexander is curious and casts message on the man to see like what's going on in his head. Like, he's trying to communicate with the man.
All you're getting back in response is static and crying.
Jojo, this man is crying inside of his mind. I didn't know that was a thing.
JoJo looks back. Well, hold on. JoJo walks over to him and picks him up, and just stares at him face to face. Hello, are you in there?
Oh no.
You just see this kind of like glazed over look, as if you know he's not really there, with just tears just rolling down one eye.
Try apologizing for his friend. I don't know.
Wait a second. I got an idea. If his mind's broken, it can't break any more than it already is. How about I give him a drink?
Alex, you're in the back of your head. No.
He'll just die. It's a waste. It's a waste. He'll
What?
just die. He'll just die. That's a waste. Don't do it. Anyways.
How to help
Like
him?
information from him, so just tie him up
Well-
in the room, let him rest.
Well, how about I just give him one of my lighter drinks? Not my colored drink. I mean,
Still in the
people
back of
love
your head, it hasn't
strong
stopped this entire time. No.
We don't want to end the man's life. We need
Yep.
information from him.
No, my lighter drink won't kill him. It'll just calm him down.
No.
I mean, technically he could be trying to persuade me, but again, we need information. If he's so elusive that he can't remember how to breathe, that's an issue.
Good point. I know what to do. He goes back to the counter. Lady, are you there? We need some food for this guy. What do you have that's tasty?
I mean, we're still waiting on our food. We got our
You just
I tried. I feel like there's a connection.
as Alex started to say that, you just start hearing like clinking of glass start to come closer to the door. And then you see the door swing open, and as well as the back half of a halfling woman. She turns around and she's carrying 4 gigantic for her plates of what appears to be like very looking good grub. And just kind of like sets them on the bar counter.
There should be 5.
There you are, little lady.
There's
I
only
was
4.
looking for you.
5 people ordered.
There's only 4. So do you say
JoJo
that to the lady?
thinking-
Oh, yeah.
JoJo looks at her.
As she's going to turn around, she turns around to you, glares at you, and says, "You think I could carry 5?"
Fair. My apologies.
She darts in the back.
JoJo looks at her. Carry it on your head. I do it.
You also a very interesting adaptation of nature, Jojo. You're one and
Oh, thank you.
infinite.
Interesting. He's an
Oh, no.
abomination.
Hey, excuse me?
As you say that, your eyes start towards the sorceress woman. She gets shifty eyes, disappears again.
JoJo kind of growls at himself. After JoJo growls at himself, he looks down and starts patting his chest. My poor udders. He didn't have to cut him like that.
You just hear giggling right next to you, Jojo.
I'm
I
gonna
got
tell
my
you
hill.
doesn't try and stab us while we're eating. As Alexander says this, he kind of pushes the man towards the thing and ties him to a chair.
The chair is
JoJo
now
says,
rocking
"Oh,
back
I
and
got
forth.
it."
What?
JoJo says, "I got this." Walks over to the man, puts down his Acme chest, opens it, picks up the tied up man, and puts him in his Acme chest and closes
Alex,
it.
as he's about to drop him in there, you get this voice in the back of your head going, "Don't you remember what that chest is? It can kill living things by putting things in it. I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe you should stop him."
Let the dog live. Jojo, don't do that. Let's just tie him up. Maybe
dog-
we can
JoJo looks over. JoJo looks over. Aw, but he would be in the chest and safe.
The voice then goes,
But
"The dog
Jojo.
was undead, you idiot."
But Jojo,
technically living.
in the chest, it's shut. there's not enough airflow for him. He would suffocate.
Jojo starts thinking this, looks back. But what about poor little Smeagol? He's in there just fine.
He doesn't need to
Head flashes back. He almost got stabbed by 15 daggers.
Alexander wouldn't know that, but he doesn't need to breathe as much. This man, he's unconscious. He needs to breathe just. Smeagol, he's a thief. He's used to like holding his breath slow so no one hears him breathing, just hiding. He's used to not breathing a lot. He was fine. This man is unconscious.
Jojo
Not only that, he's
thinking about-
hyperventilating.
So, in fact, he would be dead in minutes if you put him in the chest. So, leave him on the chair.
Jojo says, alright, how about we just give him a wake-up drink?
No.
No. No. Jojo, no.
Jojo's like, okay. Closes his chest, puts it back on his back, and walks over and sits down like, Grub! Grubhub!
Alexander looks down at the chair, kind of just taking back the chair he'd been told to move from. Well, first he brushes a bit of...
As people are beginning to sit down, the halfling woman comes out, holding another 2 plates. She sets them down on the counter and then retreats to the back before anybody can say anything.
Jojo noticed that. He's like, what the heck?
Body removal service.
You mean all the bodies in the room, including the guy, the cut in half Smiggit guy next to Jojo's chair?
Smiggit? What?
Yeah,
They're not a full halfling, not a full human. They're all Smiggits.
Speaking of which, hey, Smeagol, what have you been doing this entire time?
Just taking a stroll, thinking about things.
Where are you strolling to, the next county over?
Now just around town and not return until like midday or half midday or.
Oh boy.
He wants to get away from Jojo because of what happened.
Question, would the running man run past Smeagol?
The running man?
One of them.
No. No. Not it. So, hold on a second. I gotta go AFK for a minute. You guys continue to talk amongst yourselves.
Let's see. I've got several special alcohols that can loosen people up. I've got a special drink that can wake people up. Let's see. What else do I have? I'm trying to think what I have that may work that won't hurt him. Because I can't give him my colored out.
Is there any drinks that heals others?
Heals what?
Other.
Others? Others?
Wait,
Other people?
no, I can't think of the word all of a sudden.
Are you talking about my others?
Yes.
No. Remember, I got my special regenerate abilities. I can heal myself. Anyways, let's see.
Well,
We need to fix this guy, so after we eat,
I just realized something.
what do I have that can work?
Ain't your dress more cut up?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go get my dress fixed up. I'm gonna go get my pink dress and my chair fixed up at the... Oh, wait, I got an idea. Pyro. Since I'm on friendly terms with the hag, once I go talk to her and get my dress fixed up and my chair fixed up, hags are very good at dealing with magic that deals with the mind. I may be able to talk to her to get a potion to kind of fix this guy's mind.
You can try that, but
You
don't
two are
take-
talking in character, correct?
Yes.
Who
You
the
can
fuck
try
is
that.
Pyro?
Yeah.
He probably missed that. 'Cause
You're right. I'm sorry, Pyro.
Jojo,
There you go.
try it.
I'm
You
sorry,
can try that,
Alexander.
but don't tags eat people. Don't take
Uh,
that.
The disembodied voice of the sorcerer pipes up and goes, I don't think this is magic as much as it is sheer terror. Maybe we should just wait an hour and see if he comes out of it?
That's what I thought
Jojo
about. But
thinks
Jojo
about
is
it.
like so need to go fix the man.
Jojo, after he eats, he looks at him. Well, while you watch over this man, I've got to go fix up my dress and my chair. I will be back.
Immediately,
It's
as
up
he's
to-
saying he'll be right back, Alex, the voice in your head goes, so what about your armor? you gonna let him just go out and do random things with a chair that doesn't matter, just so you can sit here and be naked?
I was gonna eat myself food. As Alexander says this, he kind of turns to the food to see what is in front of him.
Fuck, you're gonna make me do this, aren't you? Fuck!
What?
I hate you.
Why?
Tell him he's eating Starflakes.
How
Starflakes are
do you
yummy.
hate me?
Why do I hate you? Cause you're gonna make me describe what everybody's food's gonna be, jackass!
Or you could just say
Oh.
everybody has good food if they gain anything from it or if they lose anything from it.
The problem is I was gonna leave that up to the dice roll.
You don't have to describe it through a dice roll.
Roll for me!
Yeah, that's if you want to leave it to the dice roll, that's not our fault.
Yeah, roll for me! What kind of bonuses do I gain?
I'm waiting. Where's
Oh,
the
we-
roll? Where's the roll?
Oh wait, I have to roll? Oh, give me that. Give me that,
19.
Dave.
Oh, it's about a 1.
It's a Constitution save, by the way.
Oh, so 24.
So Alex, go ahead and add 10 temporary hit points. As you are eating what you thought was just going to be like some kind of mush, because it was in kind of a bowl, kind of gray, you realize that this is actually pretty damn good oatmeal. It's got some fresh fruit in there, what appears to be some egg somehow, but doesn't take away from the flavor. Ooh.
I'm ready to
I've-
get this thing.
Oh, Jojo, oh no.
This is really good.
Mine's a 10.
Oh no, Jojo. Oh no.
What, a 10's bad?
He probably has.
So Jojo, you get a helping, you get a platter of fruit. And, you know, some of these fruits are alright. You get some bananas, you get some apples, but you get some grapes. And these grapes are extremely sour.
Might as well be wine at this point.
Extremely sour grapes?
Like so sour they kind of, like, make you not want to eat the rest of the fruit that are on this tray, even though the rest of them look fine.
Well, that's good, because Jojo grabs the rest of it and puts it in a special bag and puts it in his trunk, since he could turn that into special drinks later. Especially with the sour grapes. He can make some pretty interesting drinks with that. Oh, poor Cinder.
Cinder, you didn't realize you were vegetarian until today.
8, 6, and 8.
Well, she was a vegetarian today.
No, until today. As you go in and you take a bite of what appears to be a nice sandwich, you know, bread looks fantastic. The meat in there, you thought it was roast beef, but when you bite into it, it is very, very old pork. And you immediately spit it out, push the plate away, and go, yeah, no, I'm good.
That's just how it be sometimes.
Hold on, I gotta make
Alexander
a roll.
cautiously offers like a little bit of oatmeal. Like, you want some oatmeal? Just a little.
Cinder, you glance over at what seat the sorceress was originally at. She's reappeared over in her seat, and she's starting to eat. She's just got like some regular bitch-ass oatmeal, but you can see like actual nice piece of fruit in the spoonful she's eating, and you get kind of jealous.
She looks over at what Alexander is offering her and goes, sure, I guess. Thank you.
Okay.
Alexander finishes like his of what he was eating, gives the rest to Cinder, and it's like, oh guys, I'm gonna go visit the blacksmith.
I believe you just ignored Cinder.
She said thank you. Like he gave her her portion and says he's going somewhere. Did she say something else?
I mean, I couldn't really tell.
No.
I'm just like, from her giggling, I'm like, did he skip her or something?
No,
What did you say, Gabby?
no, that was it. She said if you would like to, and then thank you.
Okay, cool.
Alexander, before Jojo runs out the door, he walks over to Alexander and goes, "Hey, I need let me grab those gems from you."
Oh, sure. Alexander starts like patting himself down, looking for his bag.
Finally grabs his bag and hands him the gems.
Jojo says, "Thank you, and I will be back." Because Jojo, while he gets his dress and his chair fixed up, hags do have type of solvents that he could use. He may be able to get some solvent from her to fix some of the gems.
You don't know they're broken.
Oh yeah, I don't know they're broken. No, so Jojo doesn't know they're broken. He just grabs the gems. Oh, Jojo's gonna be pissed.
Probably was going to try to sell or something.
Actually, he does know they're broken. Smiggle commented on it yesterday. That a couple of the gems had been, so he does. Anyways,
Hey, Pyro, completely unrelated question. What is your hit die?
my hit die? What do you
Yeah, because you don't have it labeled.
Oh yeah, I did because I took a look.
mean? Yeah, it's fair enough.
It says 4. 4 what?
What is it supposed to show?
What type of die you have, motherfucker?
Okay, hold on. I'll fix it in a moment.
What? Answer the question!
Alexander doesn't know.
He's going to give me an aneurysm.
Would you like to know my hit die?
No, I need to know his, because it's not fucking labeled.
Oh, you weren't having his roll for it. I believe you said it was 6 plus con for each level.
No, what is your hit die?
Oh, 1d6, my health is wrong. I'd done.
No, you're level 3, you have 3d6.
Yeah. Gotta fix my health though.
Why is your health 40?
Wait, what?
Hold on. It is wrong.
Its health is 40?
Why is your health labeled 40, my dude?
Because it was based off of Warlock by accident.
Alexander's almost up there with me.
No, I'm not. I'm 13 health lower than what I thought it was. Thankfully, it doesn't matter because it hasn't been that way in combat. There we go. Fixed. It's not showing up. Fixed. Anyways, continue.
I don't even know what was going on, to be honest.
Going to the blacksmith, he's going to the hag. Voice crack.
Alexander's going to blacksmith, Jojo's going to the hag, Cinder, I guess, is watching the traumatized man, and... Wait, what's Smeagol doing? What are you doing, Smeagol?
He said he would be out until midday. So.
He's going to find a nice little alcove to...
No, he's gonna
Check
go
out
find.
the dam.
He's gonna go find a non-cursed tree in the forest. He's just gonna sit down and he's gonna read.
He's gonna sit down and he's gonna cry. He's going to, like, PTSD cry.
He just goes up...
Well, actually, I'll do the tree theme, but look at the book I pick up from that wizard and just look at all the pictures.
He's just up in a tall tree, looking through the book he got from the wizard, just looking at the pictures.
Excuse you,
He's
he's
like,
a fucking
"Ah!"
sorcerer, I will have you know. He graduated top of his class in the wizard seals.
I didn't help him now, did it?
So Cinder, the sorceress, and the prisoner are alone. That's like the sort of good joke. A tiefling, a sorceress, and a mentally broken
Don't.
man walk into a bar.
Don't. Oh.
One man breaks down
God.
and cries. And the two are at each other's throat for some reason.
Well, I don't blame Cinder for being at the other girl's throat, since the other girl got a deep, affectionate hug
Hey,
from
Pyro,
Alexander.
mind if I ask you how you got 27?
Cause a 1d6 plus my con per level.
3d6 plus 3.
It's per level, I thought.
You get 1d6 with each level. You start with 1.
And I thought the con modifier was added at each level.
No.
Oh, okay, that's my misunderstanding.
Motherfucker, I'm doing HP in a different way. If I was having you do it the normal way, then yeah, sure, maybe. But no. You guys are getting max rolls on these hit die with each level. By default.
Okay, well, 21 then.
Then fucking fix it.
I did!
Hey, David, you find any interesting pictures?
This one looks like it has a demon coming out.
Interesting picture.
How would you know?
I'm just making up random stuff.
Continuing.
So Alexander's at the smithy, Judge's at the farm, and Cinder's at the
I
source
love
of
it
the bad
when the party
fortune.
splits. It's the best fucking thing.
And Cinder's part of a bad war joke at the moment.
Christ, why the pig?
Oh, Lord?
Huh.
What you told me a couple of days ago, remember how you did something special for each of us and you were gonna do something special for someone?
You already talked about it.
Oh, he did talk to you about it? Never mind. Wait, what did he say? I want to know. Tell me. Don't look at me with a stupid grin on your face. Tell me.
No.
Bullshit.
Stop
Said
looking at me like I'm a retard. JoJo's the retard. Tell me.
What's the difference? I'm kidding.
You know, I think JoJo has a urge to go find Smeagol.
And I have an urge to play Robotech.
Motherfucker!
Hey, guys, can we settle down? Posing Zen on this Discord. Zen.
I don't think you're...
Okay.
I'm trying to impose Zen, you bitch!
Okay, who's going first?
Roll initiatives. See who goes first.
I heard roll initiative, I'm like, oh, fuck.
It'd be whoever is busy.
4.
One's a 4, so 17.
Okay, I'm going last.
17.
What's your dex, Gavin?
Can you not math? You two have the same roll with hers being 1 higher. You do.
I didn't pay attention to the roll.
Nice. So, Alex, you return to the blacksmith. There's that familiar smell of his forge. There's that familiar clang as he's just working on something in the back again. You just kind of step in and kind of like tap a bell that apparently has recently appeared on the counter.
Alexander taps the bell.
Ding ding, ding ding. Ding ding, ding ding. Ding
Ding
ding.
ding tinkling.
And as you're about to hit it for the 6th time, your hand gets grabbed, like specifically your fingers. You look up and he's giving you a very, very polite smile as his hand just kind of grips down on your fingers.
Ow!
Hello,
At least
sir.
he's smiling at you.
Have you finished? Or should I come back later?
He's still smiling, holding onto your fingers, going, Why, yes, I have finished. Can you move your hand for a moment? Let's go.
Alexander moves his hand.
He grabs the bell, takes it to the back. You just start hearing some ding! Ding! Ding!
Ding ding.
with each with each ding you hear come from the back, it just sounds more distorted and bad as it just keeps happening. He just comes back around with a bigger smile on his face, holding your armor.
Cool. Well, it looks good.
Okay. He nods and hands it out to you.
Alexander takes it and looks at it.
As you grab it, this thing feels pretty fucking hefty. Like,
Huh.
you grab it from him, and you remember your armor being like 10, 15 pounds, but as you grab it, you kind of like fling down onto the counter for a second, as you did not expect it to be somewhere in the ballpark of 40.
Okay.
Huh?
Unexpected.
Oh my god.
What?
I just realized what JoJo's doing. JoJo's getting a bell now. Ding, ding, ding.
I thought he already
No,
wanted a bell.
he was crushing the bell because you realized it was a bad idea.
I know, but JoJo's gonna get a bell now.
I thought he already wanted a bell.
Anyways, keep going. Wait, his armor is heavier? I thought his armor was gonna be lighter. Ugh, it falls
Oh,
over.
Alexander, like, in surprise, it hits the counter and he lifts it up to inspect it.
Not having expected it to be heavier. At least not this much heavier.
I did not mean to roll that.
Animal handling? So his armor's turned into an animal?
Shh.
Is it a jackal?
It was an accident. Shut your mouth.
So he's handling an animal. No wonder it's heavier now. It gained a few pounds.
So he's just standing there politely waiting for you to put it on.
Oh. Alexander puts the arm on.
As you put it on, it slides on. You put your arm through the slots, and this actually feels lighter significantly than when you were wearing it yesterday.
Oh. Huh. That's surprising and good.
He goes, well, you see, magic's not my strong suit, but I had a friend who was in town last night, and I got him to enchant it a little bit,
Oh.
while also reinforcing it just a tad.
A tad, you say. That would explain the
Oh
30
shit,
pound
Alexander
increase.
got lucky.
Alexander says it's like in a joking tone. Not like a...
So as you're like just kind of stretching about, moving around with it on, it feels like it's actually fitting to your form a lot better than when it was when you walked in the previous day. And as you're starting to move around, you're like, huh, I wonder how strong this armor is. You pick up a sword off the wall and just kind of like strike it against your form. It just kind of bounces off like it's made, like your shirt's made out of rubber.
Ooh. That's new.
Boing.
Just boing.
Boing, yoing, yoing, yoing.
So what is the price for this sword?
Again, Abacus kind of starts moving around the beads. He leans over to you, kind of inquisitively going, how much you got?
On me, I currently have 90 gold.
Go ahead and roll persuasion or deception, either way.
It'd
my choice of
be
which?
deception.
Or persuasion or deception, depending. Like, are you trying to lie to him, or are you being honest?
He's lying. You don't admit how much gold you have onto you. 13.
Oh, come on, somebody such as your prestige, come on. Don't try to play me a fool, son.
Fine, I have 200 gold on me.
Alright, so, I was just making sure you actually had enough fundage for this. 150. Keep in mind, this is not for my labor. It's for my friends as well.
I was about to wonder, yes, but it is a dual project. Is there any way you would be able to do 100?
Persuasion with disadvantage.
I thought you said 50.
150, he said.
I didn't hear the 150. I didn't hear the one.
Oh. I'll tell you what
Oh!
that is.
With advantage?
Disadvantage.
What is it, Pyro?
That was a 4, right? With a 7.
Yeah.
Well, 11.
Like I said, this is not mostly my work. Just a middleman. He said 150.
Would you be able to convince him of 125? By any chance?
You just hear him call to the back. Bruce, get out here!
Bros, get out here.
I didn't know Batman was working for him.
He
Batman?
has-
No wonder it looks so nice.
You just hear like a very low kind of grumble come from the back room. Fine. As you hear a chair shift, and then some heavy footsteps start lumbering forward, and then from the back corner where he was usually sitting working on his forge, you see this hulk of a man, like Jojo is a twig compared to this man. He's got like his neck is inside of his shoulder muscles. He goes, "What?"
That's a big guy.
He said, "What, motherfucker?"
I mean, is he the one I'm talking to about the enchantment?
You're the one who you're talking to about Bryce.
As they called you, I would assume you're the one to refer to for price. Are you able to do 125?
Without hesitation, he immediately goes, "No, 150."
Well, it is good work. I can do 150.
He gives what you best can assume as a nod, and he then just slowly turns back around and goes around the corner.
Alexander hands the smith the money. Pretty hefty bag.
He takes the bag from you, just kind of slides underneath the counter. Will there be anything else, sir?
No, sir. Have a nice day.
Picks up a pitchfork, then get out.
Oh, shit.
Thought he was friendly to the group except for Smiggle. Anyways,
On your way out, as you close the door, you just see a sign on the front flip to closed, and then a shutter closed behind that sign.
that seems oddly
Odd?
excessive.
I think he just got haggled.
No, they, the armor...
Just so you know,
was
I was
well
counting
done.
him with peasant stats, and he rolled very high. An 18 and a 16, he was not pleased with you.
Oh. That would explain that.
What?
He rolled percentile for how he...
No, not
reacted to-
percentile. He just rolled very high. He was not having any of Alexander's shit. Next up, I guess we'll
So what does the armor do?
gives you +1 to your AC.
Boop. At 11, it's an 18, now it's a 19. Anyways, cool.
Jojo, you're last. Cinder,
Jojo, you're last. It's like, wait, why'd you even mention me? You ass.
Yes.
Bravo.
So
Cinder. Speak.
he's still in the bar with the sorceress and the unconscious man, right?
Uh-huh.
So to gauge how the guy's doing in terms of his constitution, if he's awake. And then she looks over at the sorceress and she's like, "So, how's your day been going?"
the sorceress just kind of looks over at you, kind of quizzitively going, fine. Kind of curious as to why you're asking personal questions. God, you people don't know, like, guild sorcerers, do you?
Christ, I don't know what to do.
She's just kind of sitting there, finishing off what remains of her oatmeal.
Just looks at her. Can I have some?
I have whatever Alexander left.
Alexander, roll me a percentile.
Okay. Oh, Christ.
Actually, just roll 2 back-to-back d10s. We'll do it this way. This way is much easier. Oh, that's a 14.
That's for percentile low is good, I thought.
So, Cinder, there is not much left of this oatmeal.
That's good.
Alex, you were fucking hungry this morning.
Is there enough for her to get any hit points off of it, curiously?
She would also need to roll a con save.
Alright. +5,
Shit.
11.
Shit. You get 1?
Okay.
Yay! She gets 1.
As this oatmeal, you fail to understand how Alex was able to, like, withstand it as well as enjoy it so much. But it's definitely better than that sandwich that barkeep attempted to poison you with.
So, okay. Would she be able to gather from the sorceress's answer that she's a private person?
That would be an insight check.
Christ. With my dice rolls, Christ. God!
1.
You're kind of offended that she just was kind of like very awkward and quiet about her answer.
Cinder getting jealous.
Can I roll again? I want to do something.
Cinder's getting offended and jealous. She's like, bitch.
You roll me a high enough. You roll 2 d10s. If you roll high enough, I will allow a chance to reroll that.
Oh my god.
104.
Christ.
It's 94, because it's 1. It's number minus 1 plus the other, isn't it?
What? No, they don't do minus. I thought.
The roll he's been using has, like, a minus in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Just to avoid 100. Yeah, it's 1d10 minus 1 plus 1d10 times 10.
So, yeah, Cinder, go ahead and
Do I roll again? Nice. 11.
She just doesn't like this sorcerer.
Do me a favor, roll me 5 d20s. What the shit?
That's not even a 20! Jesus!
I'm giving you. I plan on giving you the middle roll, like as in.
No!
No. Hold on. Middle roll as in whichever one was the third highest or third lowest, whichever way you want to look at it. So.
Okay. So, 12.
17.
6.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
she
you rolled
can
another
tell they're
6.
usually private, right?
Another 6. Holy shit. Literal demon girl strikes again. Anyway. Yeah, from what you can tell, she's not exactly open with her private life, or rather at all with how she's feeling. She's kind of more of a professional type rather than a friendly type.
Nice. So Cinder just kind of
Professional
skirts
bitch.
around the bowl that she's currently looking at just to like get whatever she can. And she's not looking at the sorceress, but she goes, "You know, for a private person, you didn't seem all that private earlier when you gave one of my colleagues a hug. Now, were you?"
Are you trying to swipe some at for a ball? Is that what I'm gathering?
No! Out of my own bowl, Christ.
Swipe. Swipe, swipe,
Hey,
swipe.
She kind of like pulls back a little bit with a little bit of a blush on her face and goes, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, sure, right. Like, it wasn't obvious at all.
You're not even gonna go with an insight check, you're immediately just going, yeah, fuck yourself.
Cat fight.
Pretty much.
Is there anything else you wish to do?
And she just side eyes the sorceress and just shrugs. I mean, if you want to keep lying to yourself, go ahead.
What do you mean lying to myself? All I did was thank him.
Wouldn't this be called a love triangle?
To Cinder, maybe. You set yourself up for this.
How is it?
No, it's harem. You mean Alex is getting a harem? That's what you meant, David.
Yeah.
So, who's the third lady Alex is gonna pick up? Probably somewhere at the blacksmith house?
Oh god, excellent.
I do believe harem has to have 4 women.
There's the 2.
No, a
people that
harem
could
has
fit
to
at
have
that
at least
time.
3. A harem has to have
Cinder,
at
Alex,
least
and
3
2 people
women to
from
be
Alex's
a
backstory that could technically, by all means.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh Christ.
So there
So
were
she looks over, she's like, "So is Alex
Well,
the only one you're
since-
going to hug from the party?"
Well,
she gets shifty-eyed and goes, probably?
well, technically a harem doesn't have to be
Or
just
can
women,
I
and
get
Alexander
one?
did that with me.
She has a very, very strong look of confusion and goes, I'm sorry, what? Pause. Pause the game for a moment. I must ask this for everybody, because I imagine we all have it on our minds. What the fuck?
I didn't hear what she said.
She's like, can I get a hug?
I'm starting to think it is a love triangle.
A really long day for her, Christ.
The day just started!
It's not a lot to deal with.
Maybe Cinder will feel better after JoJo gives her one of his special drinks, and she isn't up. And then after that, JoJo can give her a hug.
Alright, resume. We left off with, what?
No, we left off with, you heard me, can I get a hug?
Oh wait, yeah. She kind of sets her bowl down, kind of thinking, looking down at the bowl, looking over at you, down at the bowl, over at the man in the chair, down at the bowl. Just, why not? She then jumps down from her bar stool and just kind of like flings her arms out and just kind of like comes at you and hugs you. Faster than you were expecting from a human woman. I want you to roll me a deck save.
Ah!
Rolls low.
Oh, if she
Oh,
rolls
fine.
well, this is gonna get funny.
Dex, 12.
So, like I said, faster than you expected as you get hug-tackled out of your chair and you're both on the floor. Now,
Okay, Alex is heading back after this. Can he walk into this?
after JoJo.
No.
Tackle.
So Alex is just outside the door, about to walk in. Now, JoJo.
Alright. Cut to JoJo.
Hold on. Sorry. Jojo comes up to the door, looks around, then knocks on the door, going, "Beautiful hag, it's your friend, the Minotaur."
Nut shot immediately.
Jojo drops to his knees, holds his nuts, and goes, "It's wonderful to see you too. Please let me in." While he squeaks it.
Jojo, I want you to roll me a history check with advantage.
Just like, bitch, fuck you.
Let me in. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
What? I got 18.
No, oh, with advantage. Never mind. I thought I said disadvantage for some reason. You remember that hags don't
No.
like being commented positively on their appearance.
Right. Jojo remembers, he's all, "Fuck." He's all, "You ugly bitch, your friend's back, let me in."
Door swings open immediately.
Jojo walks in.
No, you walk on your knees as you are still holding your twins
Yeah,
who have
no,
not completely
yeah,
come back yet.
So they're just
Yeah, I
gone
kind of
again.
crawl.
I think
I
the
kind of
pet
crawl.
would just crawl
I kind of crawl in on my knees. After I crawl in, I see the rocking chair. Is she in it or no?
Yes, she is in it. Just kind of
Right,
sitting there
Jojo
with
kinda-
like a very, very worn pipe. It's kind of frayed at the ends, as she's just sitting there with it.
Jojo crawls over on his knees. After he crawls over to her, holding himself, he starts squeaking in response, going, "I've got a request." Then, after he holds himself with both arms, he's all, "Can you fix my magical chair and my dress? Fix it up to be sturdier." He then uses, while holding himself with one hand, he uses the other hand to kind of lift his dress a little, doing like a tutu bow. And then he kind of does a little twirl on his knees, turning around slowly,
Fuck,
showing his dress
hold
off
on.
to it.
I'm going to roll something real quick, okay? I'm going to let everybody see these rolls. I'm not going to tell you what they're for. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay.
That's actually pretty good.
I think he's getting real comfortable with that dress for some reason. I'm
So
slightly
as
concerned.
you go to stand, or at least hobble a little bit to do this twirl, there's a sudden wind gust that flips your dress inside out.
Wait a second, Jojo's naked under that thing.
Yep.
The hag doesn't give any kind of reaction.
Jojo just stares at her, goes, can you magically enhance and fix my dress and fix my chair?"
She keeps looking at you. Magically, the pipe has disappeared from her hand and mouth. You don't know when or how it's gone or it disappeared, but it's not there. She's sitting there looking at you and going, "I'm not a druid."
Why?
Jojo- Jojo looks at himself, looks at his dress, goes, "But can you fix this? I can give you more drinks."
Persuasion.
9. Hello?
I was checking stats, making sure I'm doing this right, and I definitely am. So she then
Okay.
stares up at you and goes, "Make it 2.
Make it 2?
Make it 2.
Jojo looks in his, chest. Okay. Yeah, Jojo... Alright, yeah, Jojo does. Jojo opens his chest and pulls out 2 of the orange bottles from last time.
They're whisked out of your hands as if some sort of wind elemental kind of thing. Then they just disappear into the shadows in the back.
Huh, Jojo's like, what the hell? But yeah, Dave, the reason why Jojo offered drink is hags love drink. It's their
I know.
favorite thing. Especially if it's a strong drink.
As you're just sitting there confused as to where these drinks went off to, all of a sudden your dress looks to be in perfect form. Not feeling any different from wearing it, but it's it's just it's like you just bought it.
And there's
The
no
hell?
Cinderella song.
Cinderella song? What are you talking about?
All of a sudden, two
oh,
blue jays come in and land on your shoulders.
damn it, David.
Wait, what happened?
Fucking Cinderella style, 2 blue jays landed on my shoulders, started singing. Jojo's like, huh? Jojo stares down and starts twirling. He's all blue jays. Then he's like, wait a second. Get off my shoulders. Wait a second. Puts down his chest and pulls out his chair.
Okay, you pull out the chair.
Well, after he pulls out the chair, he puts it in front of her.
That's a nice cushion you got there.
Thank you, he says proudly. He says, can you fix my chair as well as my dress?
Oh, you were talking about your chair. I see. Is nobody gonna get that joke?
I get it.
Nobody's going to comment on the fact this hag just hit on Jojo by calling his ass nice. Alright.
I mean, I actively said
Oh no, I wasn't
a
picking up
joke
on
about
that.
it last
I was-
time. Like Jojo blacked out, and just when he wakes up, there's a note saying, either it was a nice time or it's fucking sucked. Here's this.
Okay, but that's a sex joke. I'm talking about an ass joke. After all, my
Yeah, I
jokes are
didn't
just
pick
flat
up on
out
that.
asinine.
Oh,
Oh, boy. Anyways.
She then looks down at the cushion and pegs for legs you were using on the chair, and she looks back up at you and goes, I'm not a cobbler. I can't even hold a hammer.
Jojo looks at his chair. Do you know anyone that can magically fix my chair?
All of a sudden, your stuff is just eaten by a gap in the floor.
What the? Wait, my chair or my chest that's on my back?
The chair pieces.
Jojo looks down. What the hell?
You hear what would be the equivalent of the ground burping outside as the items, or as you hear some things just land on the ground outside.
What the? Jojo stands up, holding himself, walks over and looks out the window.
Everything looks perfectly normal.
Now, did it eat my whole chair or just the legs?
No, everything.
The whole chair?
Everything.
Okay, yeah, Jojo's gonna go outside, but first Jojo looks back at her and goes, oh, do you have a magical mineral solvent?
Wait, why would you be asking that? Danny, no, really, why would we be asking that?
Hey, calm down. Magical mineral solvent can be used to fix gems and diamonds and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Why would you... Oh, never mind. Scratch that. I keep forgetting I did mention that.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Remember, Jojo knows.
I keep forgetting I did.
Calm down, Dave. It's all good.
She gives you a glare. Are you standing in the doorway?
Yeah.
A piston-like protrusion comes out of the floor, hits you in the stomach, and sends you out the door, with the door following you out.
Damn.
Just, bitch, give me mineral solvent.
Jojo
As you
was-
stagger outside, you start to look around, and you see that your stuff actually was out there. Damn hag and her illusions.
Jojo, wait, is the chair fixed?
No.
Damn it.
But all the pieces are there.
Jojo looks back at her. Well, you ugly hag, I'll be back later. Walks over to his chair. His dress is magically fixed, but he's got to fix his...
You hear the
Wait.
familiar sound of stone shifting, as you think it's going to be another fist straight to the gonads, but instead it pops up in front of you as you're picking your pieces up with a thumbs up, and then slowly sinks back down.
Okay. Thumbs up. Jojo's like, awesome. He picks up his chair, puts it back in his chest, and then decides, she said hammer, smith, yada yada. Jojo's mind's thinking, let's go to the blacksmith.
Alright, then we will cut back to the bar.
Yep, back to the bar.
Alexander.
Alexander walks in wanting to check on the group, and what is he met with?
You're met with what appears to be half of what that sorcerer woman was, just kind of peering over all the tables. Cinder nowhere to be found, and the hostage just like kind of in the chair, still kind of dazed.
I
You said
really
the name was
fucked up that
Sahil.
poor guy.
What was the name again? Saheli? Sahel.
This is why you take notes.
Your pronunciation was weird.
Silvera?
If you want to give me a history check. I imagine that Gabby knows.
History. Does 16 give me the name?
You remember it ending with something along the lines of Dara.
Is it Dara?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that to myself. I'm trying to think, because he said Dara, but...
Say it out loud.
Oh,
Am I allowed to
yeah,
say it?
sorry.
Not that he said it out loud, because I was about to say, but technically.
Sorry, I'm trying to think.
Oh, wait.
Danny, this is twice
Yeah?
now.
Oh no.
Oh hey, Sindor, is the guy better yet? Why are you on the floor? Why are you behind a table? What are you doing?
She kind of stands up, brushes herself off, looks a little embarrassed. Nothing. Everything's fine. And it's Sildara, you dolt.
Sildar, my apologies. I am not very used to them. Most of the ones I know in another language. My apologies.
Okay, so question, where is Cinder?
Oh, she just got off of you. Alex hasn't seen you.
There's some lady action going on.
No. Cinder just kind of gets up and brushes her like shirt and pants off and just looks around.
Alexander quirks an eyebrow and is like,
Alex, I want you to roll me a wisdom save.
No, please, so hard.
save
Save.
18.
Continue on as normal.
It's not every day a guy walks in a tavern and just sees a friend of his basically being straddled.
That was not what was happening.
All of a sudden, Mage Hand slaps you across the face.
I'll take that slap because that was basically the highlight of my day walking to.
And instead of a palm, this time it's a backhand as another one comes around.
His harem's getting feisty.
Not what
Okay, so moving on to a more serious matter, away from jokes. Sildar, is the man better yet, or is he just still catatonic?
She gives a glance over to him, then back to you, and goes, "You tell me. You're in the room too. You can look at him."
I mean, I can look at him, but has he said anything while I was out? What happened while I was gone besides friendly?
We don't talk about
interaction?
that. We moving onwards.
Has he done anything while I was gone, if y'all noticed?
I would give you a representation of what he's been doing the entire time, but that would require me to get on the floor, and I don't like the floor.
Oh god. Can I force myself to have to make a, wisdom save to have to make a joke?
Yeah.
I actively want to fail this, I'm not gonna lie.
Then why don't you just say it?
God damn it, no.
Alexander thinks in his mind, you don't mind being, thinking to Verda, she doesn't mind being on the floor, but she doesn't mind putting Cinder on the floor.
As you say that, there's like a megaphone that appears at the side of your ear
Rude.
that kind of like says that out loud. You don't notice it because you know it was being said to yourself, kind of, but everybody else in the room just heard that.
Cinder just glares at him and then just like doesn't respond and looks back to the unconscious guy,
I didn't
slumps
do
over.
anything.
Yeah, sure.
She then goes, why is there a megaphone next to your head?
Well, they even know what that is.
Probably just the annoying
Oh yeah, never mind,
magic
never mind, never mind.
Of
That's right.
one of
They're
the many
from
things who do
the
magic.
area that's high advanced.
Many things? Then all of a sudden, business card appears in front of her. She grabs a hold of it, and she gets all the information about Rhoda that she needs before it just disappears and goes, oh!
Yeah, it could be the.
You have a fae?
It could be the Fae. It could be the angel just popping by to say hello. It could be a goddess of magic just being like, "Hey, buddy, you ready to train again?" It could be.
As soon as
Who
she
knows?
figures out that you have a fae that's quote in your command unquote, she takes a step closer to Cinder, kind of like shielding herself with Cinder, going, no.
Oof.
Cinder, help me. So, he's got a bad creature. No.
Oh, so
That
that's why he's been talking to himself all this while. Gotcha.
Does Alexander say he has a bad creature?
You would have to hear through flesh.
So can I roll perception with disadvantage? Because I want to
Sure,
say something
why
to that.
Sure, why not?
Wait a second. They ain't bad creatures.
For
Just
love.
There's his bad rolls, guys.
Yep.
People saying that I don't roll badly. Think what?
No, you just had half decent rolls this entire time.
Well, don't worry. There may be things that just like to visit and do things, but
Do things?
well,
She
megaphone
immediately gets
is my word.
smaller behind Cinder, as all you can see is like her scalp now.
Like, if I'm being threatened, there could potentially be an angel, or a fae helping the thing.
All right,
threatening me.
as you're talking, another mage hand just kind of like covers your mouth. That means shut up, you fool!
Message to keep calm. I'm joking. Alexander stops talking, just kind of does a thumbs up. Like, yeah, you're fine.
The mage hand still stays there for the duration.
That's probably for the best. Anyways,
Alexander tries to.
the unconscious guy?
Can only hold 5 pounds.
No, it's like grappled onto your mouth, and you're just kind of stuck with it there.
Wait, is it my own mage hand?
No,
It's yours?
yes.
Ah. He tries to move it.
You are unsuccessful.
Well, at least he's got another hand to help him out.
Oh my god.
He's already got 4, I don't think he needs, or 5, I don't think he needs a 6th.
Ah!
Because, I mean, Cinder's basically at his beck and call.
Yeah, but still.
No.
Now he's got Cinder, he's got Sorceress Lady, he's got
And
Mage Hands, and he's got a traumatized guy.
And
It sounds like the setup for a very bad porno.
Don't forget the voice in his head.
Oh yeah, and the voice in his head.
Which one? There's 3 of them technically.
You're not helping yourself.
And don't forget, he's got a big Minotaur friend.
They're not so
You're
much
really not
friends,
helping
almost
yourself.
actively an enemy because you've tried to kill
Stop.
them 4 times.
Stop. Just stop.
This is
And then we get to the penis.
What?
You did
What?
this to yourself.
Happiness. Happiness time.
Oh, happiness. I heard penis.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Everyone's gonna have a sleepover tonight.
No.
It's gonna be a big sleepover tonight.
Big euphemisms. Anyways, continue. Whoever's going.
Is it JoJo's turn, or is Alexander still going?
Alexander
I
can't
mean-
talk. What's he gonna do? Demand
I
a
mean,
hug.
does anyone have the smelling salts to at least revive him?
He's awake.
He's just catatonic.
Is he?
He's mentally in shock. He's fully awake.
Would anyone love to shove caffeine down this man's throat?
Listen, I may not know how healing magic works. I can tell though that caffeine won't help with the shock. If anything, a cold towel would be better.
Barkeep Cinder kind of raps on the counter.
She still has not come back from the back room.
Does anyone have a towel or a sort of cloth on them that I can use?
By now, the mage hand gets dispelled.
Clothing and water. Like, I can cut part of my sleeve and fix it later, and there's a damp cloth.
Why would you cut sleeve? You don't want to.
Cause I can, Danny, out of character, like he could cut his sleeve off and then mend it back.
Then
Sleeve. No, for some reason, when you said sleeve, the thing coming to mind was wrist. Don't know why. I was thinking, why would you cut your wrist off? I don't know why.
Cinder just kind of holds out her hand expectantly.
Alexander shrugs and kind of like, not wanting to feel his wrist taking and stabbing himself in the arm, kind of like takes the sleeve he's about to cut off his arm, like pulling it off, so like, and cuts it off at the base, and then puts his shirt fully on and just kind of throws it.
Wait, so you took off the sleeve entirely?
He didn't take it off. What he did was
You
know how you
said
take
the
one
whole
arm-
sleeve.
You know how you take one arm out of a shirt?
The entire thing your arm goes inside of is the sleeve.
Yeah, he cut that off at about where the elbow is. After taking it off his arm, so he didn't cut himself.
That's excessive, but okay. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody could have just taken rag.
I mean, Cinder did ask anyone have cloth on them.
I mean, you're all wearing cloth.
Now that's what
Well-
Alex went with.
Moving onwards, Cinder just kind of grabs.
And I hope someone detected the pause. Like, clothing is cloth. Here's our sleeve. Like, I thought about what that sounded.
Wouldn't Alexander rather have his harem with less clothing than himself?
He'd rather not get stabbed. So he was very quick to, like, correct his statement.
Anyways, so Cinder just takes the sleeve, runs to like a sink wherever it is closest, wipes the cloth, comes back and just kind of like
The
gently
best you
lays
can
it on the
do is
man's
get
forehead.
like a mop bucket. And that water ain't too clean looking.
Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, right?
I guess.
Please don't put my sleeve in that bucket.
Does anyone
Sleight of
have
hand, real quick. Cinder.
water skin?
Alex perception.
3, 11. I feel like that won't do it.
Mine's a 5. So, like, my thing is a perception, you said?
Yeah.
It's 16? I rolled a 9, didn't I? 16.
11.
So, Alex, you see her reaching for the bucket with your sleeve in hand.
I would rather be shirtless than just put that back on my arm. Do not put my sleeve in the bucket.
Okay, fine. Does anyone
Find
have
another
a
bug.
Does anyone have a water skin or any? You know what? Never mind. Cindy
Jesus
just kind of
Christ,
reaches
just
into her own inventory.
prestidigitation on the cloth. It's now damp. Fucking hell! Alexander, you could have done that!
I've already cut my sleeve off.
Oh my god.
So Cinder just
I can't solve
ignores
everything for
everything.
everyone with magic. I mean, I
Cinder
can,
ignores
but...
Your
everything and just
physical
puts the cloth on
embodiment
his
is
head.
magic.
Eh.
You absolute buffoon.
Did you say his physical, like, embodiment is magic?
I mean, you are, in sense, the embodiment of holy magic.
Yeah.
Why are you moving around? Could you move from tree to tree?
Prestidigitation can cause again, huh?
Dude, you have put out fires with it! Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is getting interesting.
Prestidigitation causes the fire to go out by just going out.
No, you have
No.
described it as rain clouds before.
Remember, you got Cinder wet, and then Cinder believed that JoJo pissed on her again. Remember?
Yeah.
There's also even moving onwards.
Anyways, continue. What'd you say again?
Nothing. So she just kind of like takes the now damp sleeve and puts it on the man's like forehead and just like
Wake up,
patiently
bitch.
waits.
There's no reaction. The sorceress then groans again, walks over, takes the thing off his forehead, and slaps him with it.
Oh. I don't know if you're like sending him into any more shock when you do that.
And as you say that, he just kind of like jumps awake, going, ah! What? Ah! Where's the Minotaur?
Never mind.
And then
Alexander, you may want to control your harem.
Speaking of the Minotaur, we'll cut to him real quick.
Okay. JoJo comes up to the smithy. Is it still closed?
Yes. The sign reads closed, fuck off. And there's a black curtain over the window behind the sign.
JoJo looks around, walks up to the door, knocks on it. Hello?
Jojo, make a perception check.
A 10.
Go away, Minotaur!
You're there! Can you help me out?
Silence.
I will leave you alone. I just need my chair fixed and I need a bell.
Silence.
A bell.
JoJo knocks again. Please, I just want a bell and my chair fixed.
Still silence.
JoJo thinks for a moment. How about just fixing my chair? How about that?
You hear a lock come undone from behind the door. And the door swings open. However, the man that is standing there is not the man that you know.
It's the big guy?
Ooh. It is the big guy, and you are surprised that he even fits in this doorway.
JoJo looks at him. Wow!
Keep in mind, he's actually he's a few inches taller than you, but definitely has more muscle to him than you do.
JoJo looks at him. Wow, I bet you'd be great at arm wrestling. How about dancing?
So, Jojo, I want you to roll me a d4 and tell me what the number is.
2?
2? Okay. Oh boy. So, as you're speaking, like, dancing maybe, all of a sudden there's a foot that gets raised off the ground and is kicked straight into your stomach and you are thrown prone.
Ouch!
And then the
JoJo
door
sits
quickly
up.
closes behind you, and you hear the lock snap again.
JoJo sits up at that. No! No! Fix my chair! He runs back to the door and starts knocking. Fix my chair!
You hear some mumbling from behind the door. You hear, oh yeah, that's right, you did that! And then you hear a lever get pulled. So, roll me a deck save.
Hey! Hi.
What is it?
It is a 18.
Alright, so you're not gonna go for the full force of this, but as you hear that lever get pulled, you go, huh, I wonder what that's about. As you get flung about 20 feet away from the smithy in the middle of the road. As there is an elevated platform that just shot upwards.
Jojo looks at it, goes, that would work well in my Acme chest. Then he runs back to the smithy. Wait, can you fix my chair? Starts knocking again.
Another deck save. You didn't think they'd do it again? So you're just kind of standing there like, open the fucking door! And they go, no! Lever, launched. This time about 40 feet, you go behind the general goods store and just kind of land head first.
Ow! Jojo gets irritated and runs back. After he runs back, he knocks on it again and goes, do you know anyone that can fix my chair?
Oh my god, go away! Third lever pull. Another deck save. A 2?
Yeah, a 2.
Fuck, I've got to go back to my computer now. Shit.
Do you do this laying down? Hold on.
I was laying down, yes, it was quite nice.
Bless you.
So how much is it for 60 feet, Pyro?
4 damage?
Uh-huh.
More health than he has? To my knowledge. Hold on.
No.
It was like 1d6 or 1d10 per 10 feet. I forget which one.
Let me look it up.
It's 1d6 per 10 feet,
I
but
thought it was.
It's higher, I thought.
is it?
Could you... Hold on.
Because Jojo's fallen from heights before
Oh,
and has
six-
been
six.
okay.
If it's 60 feet, it's 60 feet. It's 6d6.
With a maximum of 20d6. Oh boy. So hold on, I gotta... Three of these are ones, and I'm upset by that.
Why, are you wanting me to get hurt?
I want JoJo to get deterred, damn it.
Deterred?
Wait, hold on a
You
second.
mean you want him to
hold on a
leave him
second,
alone?
hold on a second, 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 hold on a second. Fuck. Huh, so this map is actually to scale as to how I would want it. That's interesting. So, Jojo?
Yeah?
That absolutely spectacular dice roll from you. You get launched again, this time 60 feet, up and away. Roughly about there-ish.
Boing.
After Jojo lands on himself... Oh, go on.
Smiggle, do you notice this? As the Minotaur comes barreling back down to Earth?
I'm pretty sure he's in range.
You're right here, dude. So Smiggle sees this giant fall out of the sky.
Leaves
Just
him.
go over, look into the crater. You alive?
Moo! Jojo crawls out of the hole, kind of pissed. He's like, damn it, I want my chair fixed. He decides to go back to the smithy.
Oh my god.
How much damage did he take from that?
12. That was including your reduction, Danny.
I'm gonna
Oh.
follow.
You took 12.
Smeagol's falling? Well, Jojo just wants his chair fixed, and no one's been able to fix it. Even the hag, who's supposed to be able to, couldn't fix it. Someone's got to fix my chair.
Are you knocking at the door again?
Yeah. Smeagol's standing here watching.
Second verse, same as the first. Come on, roll it.
Yay, 16. High number.
So this time, you only get flung onto the roof of these two buildings.
Hold on. How does Smeagol react seeing Jojo get flung?
This wide-eyed, like, what?
Smeagol's like, what the hell?
Why does this Minotaur have a propensity to get flung and then come back for more?
He
Jojo comes.
Not many people can do it, so when they can, he's all.
I'm gonna stop. Wait. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Smeagol runs over. Jojo looks at him. Well, I'm trying to find somebody to fix my chair, and I was told the smithy could fix it.
Smithy is only an armor and weapons person.
Jojo
He
thinks.
sucks at furniture.
Jojo thinks about it. Do you know who can fix my chair?
In this town? No, but we can look.
Wait a second. I have a lovely idea.
I climb on his shoulders and using his horns as handles.
Alright, while Smeagol is on Jojo's shoulder, Jojo says he has a wonderful idea and runs over.
No! I instantly pull back on the horn.
You pull back on my horns?
Yep.
Why are you pulling back on my horns? I'm running over to the, Are you...
I'm so confused.
Well,
What's
Jojo runs
going
to
on
the
in the-
Lord, would this be animal handling? Because I'm pulling his horns to try to get him away from the general store.
Animal handle versus his strength check.
Alright, Jojo strength check. Which is 9,
Athletics, I should say.
and then
Yeah.
my athletic. Alright, so 13 against David's animal handling.
Oh no.
Alright, I got 13. What'd you get?
Yes. 10.
David got a 10.
Jojo
That's
continue
my
forward.
13. Jojo walks into the provision store. Jojo yells out, I got a question!
Seeing as how it's midday, about now, you see that the general goods store is about as packed as it was the last time you were in here. There's about a line of 20 people, with another 15 browsing the shelves around here.
Stay in line. I'll do the talking.
Alright, we'll cut back to the trio who just awoke the one poor unfortunate soul.
Alright.
Alexander walks over and just kind of looks at him. It doesn't say anything, just looking at him at the moment. Kind of surprised that worked.
Bitch slap with the wet towel.
Oh,
Wonder if
zero.
your harem's gonna try that with you.
I was drinking, Danny!
I mean, it's perfect. You got your two girls here. You got Roto in your head, and then you got that bartender who's a girl who keeps coming out, and then you got this platonic guy.
I mean, Pyro, you also have to think about this would technically be bestiality as well.
Why?
He's a ferret.
Okay, screen's
don't forget
clean.
the halfling.
Please don't make me do a...
Don't you include me.
Not you, the other halfling girl.
So Cinder just takes the wet sleeve.
Were you
Pardon
talking
me.
about Cinder, Danny?
No, the halfling, the bartender girl.
Oh no, she's still MIA.
Alexander uses prestidigitation to dry off his sleeve, takes it back, slides up his arm, mends it back to his shirt. No need to strip when it can just slide over the arm.
Well, he's awake, so
Yeah, I'm awake. Where the fuck is that Minotaur? As he is like kind of scrambling in the chair, trying to find a way to either hold himself up or get the fuck away.
We had him step away for the moment. If you cause problems and don't tell us what we need to know, we'll have him come back.
He starts. You see the breathing in his chest start to slow down a little bit. He starts being less frantic, but then sees the tiefling kind of like just standing there giving him that look, and then he immediately starts panicking again.
calm down. I'm not going to kill you. Yeah.
That yet
he just say
immediately threw him into a frenzy as he is now trying to break it for the door.
He's
He
tied up.
rolls his eyes and was like, I was making a joke. Sit
So-
your ass back down in the chair.
The thing is, you're useful to us. We need to know why you decided to rob us. Just gold? Did you have information? Just random act? Or just information?
Persuasion with advantage.
While you're rolling that persuasion, Jojo's not there, but Jojo would be asking why they tried turning him into a pincushion.
20. Like nat 20. With persuasion of 7 if it matters.
He frantically starts telling you the note in pocket. She fucking hired to. You're telling. You can tell he's on the verge of trying to stop a panic attack.
Alexander reaches over and takes the note out of the pocket.
I want you to roll me a sleight of hand. Why is this pocket in a very weird kind of cylinder shape?
My sleight of hand is a 10. That's a 10. Does that change anything?
That does not change a single thing. You just grabbed this man's dick.
Okay, so he does have another person to his harem.
Yeah. I give up. I'm not going for his pocket again. That led straight to his dick. I'm done. I need to go cut my hand off now.
Don't worry, your harem can help you.
The sorceress is currently was as Pyro was just a moment ago, taking a drink of water. He hears him say, "I just touched his dick," and she spit takes all over the poor halfling human mix.
Yeah,
The Smigget. She spits all over the Smigget.
Sir, if you could please hand us that note.
Do you know how to throw a fake hand? 'Cause I don't want mine anymore. Did Alex actually get the note? Or
You didn't ask which pocket, so you just kind of went for one, and that pocket had a hole in it.
Sir, if you would. The senator just kind of looks at the man and is like, would you please give us that note?
We're going with he's tied up right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He then in a very panicked voice says, How can I when I'm tied?
wait.
what
Wait.
pocket
Ah.
is the note in?
My breast pocket!
Okay. Alexander reaches forward and grabs the note.
Another sleight of hand, this time with advantage.
Don't reach for his udders this time.
Sleight of hand 20.
As you're going to reach into his pocket, you feel that the inside of the shirt actually isn't there. So you were about to touch this man's nipple, but you immediately went, "Oh, there's no pocket in there. That's just a patch." Yoink.
So he grabbed the note, right?
No, you didn't grab the note.
dude.
I
You
got a
pulled your
quick
hand straight back out
question
of there.
for Pyro.
All of your clothing. At this point, I will pay to fix your wardrobe, just so the coroners don't have to find this if I reach into a pocket and feel skin again.
Pyro, got a question for you out of character. When you rolled the 6, you said you had a sleight of hand of 10, so
A
it was
4.
16?
A 4.
No, when you rolled the 6, you said you had a plus 10.
No.
And then when you rolled the 16,
My roll
No,
was.
that's not good too.
I was
don't have
just
a sleight of hand of
confirming.
4, sorry. I have a sleight of hand
No,
of 4.
you're all
My
good.
roll was.
You're all
Anyways,
good, I was just checking.
did you hear
You're
what I
all
said?
good. Yeah. Yeah, you said you would pay to fix his suit so the coroner doesn't have to mess with it, which means you're gonna kill him. Coroner. That's
If
right.
he has to reach into another pocket that has a hole in it, because it means wasting his time and trying to make him fill him up.
Well, he is part of your harem now. So you got 3 to your harem.
So prime.
Well, 4 if you count Roto.
Response to what I said? Is there one?
No.
Well, technically, you've got Cinder's dog too, so that's 5.
In essence, what he would say if he wasn't still currently panicking at the fact of the tiefling girl, he would have basically said something along the lines of, I'm gonna die anyway, I might as well die on my own terms. Like you touching my dick.
She just rolls her eyes and walks out of the tavern.
If you don't antagonize me, you might live. I'm not very interested in killing people in cold blood.
As soon as he sees the tiefling walk out, you can see him immediately regain his composure.
I'm going to free one of your hands. I'm going to inform you that I can level this whole tavern before you take a step. Give me the note. As it says, this kind of virtues
Intimidation.
Okay. Uh, 12.
Was your friend still in here? I doubt that.
Can I say something to get a reroll on that?
No.
You should have let JoJo just intimidate him.
By the way, I didn't even include any of the stat modifiers that he would have had. He just rolled a 19.
Okay. Well, just get the note and... Alexander just sounds so done.
The fact that he's more intimidated by the 5-foot girl than
By the little tiefling. Remember, she's a small thing.
And now
Yeah.
to use the spell Lodge.
Alex.
oh boy.
I have a feeling you would not use that spell enlarge for the right reasons.
Well, the enlarged spell would help him. He's got a harem to take care of now.
Hey, I'm making a sandwich. I won't. You're winning on me?
What?
I'm waiting on anything, really.
Well, after them, I'll take my turn. But I just realized something.
We don't have bread, never mind.
I mean, did Alex free his hand to give him the note? Is he going to give Alex
Which
the note?
hand did you free?
His right hand.
He then reaches to his side. Cinder, from your or actually from Alex, from your angle, you can't see what he's reaching for. All you know is that his hand is moving. Neither can the sorceress, who is currently just taking a big ol' swig of water.
Swiggy, swiggy.
would Cinder be able to see what he's doing?
You're outside the tavern, yeah?
Like, just outside, yeah.
Are you actually in the tavern, or are you standing in the doorway of the tavern?
In the doorway.
From your angle, still no.
Alright.
Alex, when you get back, roll me a perception.
I'll take care of my clothes in a moment, Dad. Meeting. I'll take care of my clothes after I eat. Dog up. Perception. 20. Let's go. 1.
Why did...
Why'd I call it?
I didn't think I would need to
Hold
look up
on.
something real quick. Hold on.
Well, the man's still tied to a chair.
That's what you think.
Oh boy.
So, as he's sitting there, he goes, all right, I'll get you the blasted note. He reaches for something. All of a sudden, the ropes come loose, and you hear the shattering of a glass as the area around him and 5 feet around him is now covered in such dense smoke you cannot even see shadow through it.
Really, I went through all the trouble of capturing this guy for you, and you're gonna let him escape?
So, can I cast sleep in response to that?
You can, but it would hit everything, including Cinder and anybody who's in the back room, and anybody
Including
out on the
him.
street.
Right?
No, you would hit everybody but him. Fucking.
I have to clarify sometimes.
Why do you have to clarify it's an AoE?
Okay. So, I'm gonna cast sleep as a
That's a what level spell?
a second level spell actually,
Okay.
which is gonna be 78.
Okay. I'm waiting.
What meta magic do I have? None useful for this situation. Oh, advanced flash rolling.
Wait, pause. How do you have three meta magics?
I didn't use any meta magic.
No, pause. How do you have 3?
Do I? Must have missed one when I was taking the others out. Should only have quickening and twin.
Cinder, how much health do you have?
I do have to.
29, I think. 30.
Cinder, hit start.
God damn it, she says as she goes down.
Sildara, hit start. The guy hit start, but you can hear him fall, you can't see him fall, of course. And you hear about 20 people outside of the tavern gasp as you can only assume more people outside of the thing have now been hit by the spell as well.
Okay, so how long does it take for the smoke to clear?
You have no idea.
Alexander goes to find the man in the smoke, searching.
Investigation with disadvantage.
So that is 17.
You found a shoe.
Hey, shoot.
Then the thought hit you. How did he lose a fucking shoe? All he did was move about 2 feet.
Alex looks around the very near area, 'cause, like, dude couldn't have gone far.
How long does your sleep last?
1 minute. Like, 6 in-game turns, I believe.
I'm waiting.
Oh, another roll. Will this one be with a disadvantage because technically I have a clue?
No, it's still with disadvantage. You cannot see 2 inches in front of you.
For,
You're pretty sure you're just retreading the same ground that you just tried to cover.
as a bonus action, I use Christ. I use Prestidigitation to try and clear the smoke.
Nothing doing. Nothing doing.
Not gonna let me do it?
It's not doing anything.
The fuck is this dude? Alexander walks over and opens a window, trying to waft the smoke out. Before moving back towards the door. That was. I'm gonna wait for it to clear a little bit.
How long are you waiting?
How long do I have left before everyone?
Well, you did 2 rolls, so about the better part of 48 seconds. Actually, no, not the better part. About 45 seconds, because you opened
Wait
the
about
window.
20 seconds.
You wait about 20 seconds, and nothing's happening.
Wait another 10 seconds.
Nothing's happening.
Guess I'm waiting till everyone wakes up. Why'd you ask?
So then, Cinder, you jolt awake from your magic sleep, and you see standing before you, not even facing you, is Alexander. Who just kind of looks a little perplexed.
Did you lose him?
Is a dude asleep somewhere in here? Oh, he's awake now.
As- Can she roll perception? Can she, like, an eye roll perception?
It would be with disadvantage.
Right? 15, like, plus.
Of course, you're rolling that 20 at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's just how it be sometimes. Plus 3, so 18.
You're able to see that he actually landed outside of the smoke, but he is currently standing up.
He's standing up where?
About a half foot outside of the smoke, closer to the window Alex just opened.
He's right by that window. You mind grabbing him?
You go
Or-
to the other side of the window. He's terrified of go.
Sure, no worries. She walks over and, like, her palms catch a fire slightly for the intimidation.
As soon as you start to get
If
up,
we
he
see
sees you and he bolts out the window.
How would he see her if he's going towards the window? Because she was going around the building.
She was in the
It wouldn't
door
be
frame,
like-
actually.
But he was facing the window.
Yeah. And she was going towards him.
No, she was going
No,
outside
okay,
around the
so-
building.
Outside.
Oh, okay.
How many windows was in that building?
He only opened like 2.
They would have to been the ones in the smoke then, if there's more.
So you couldn't get the note from him, instead you grabbed his cock and you let him escape.
I mean, I'm waiting on some reaction to being at the window and up in the room.
Catch him!
Well, again, as soon as he saw her standing up, he goes out the window.
You said continue, and he couldn't see her. He wasn't facing her.
He was still outside of the smoke to an angle where he could see you guys.
Alright, she notices he's bolting and she follows him.
You have movement speed of 40, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get to about down the road right there when you're able to grab him by the scruff of his neck and you hold him up. Granted, only a couple inches off the ground, but you're holding him up.
Alexander, where the heck are you?
Alexander.
They like shoves him against like the wall of a nearby building. It's like, all right, where's that note?
The left one.
Where's
The left
that
one.
note?
So she cautiously reaches for it because she saw what happened previously. Do I have to roll anything?
I want you to roll me a wisdom check, flat wisdom.
Alright. Wisdom. Plus 3. 15.
You start reaching for the pocket that Alexander initially reached for, and you go, wait, not his left. And then you reach for the other pocket. The one that Alex didn't check.
Do I get the note?
If you reach into his pocket and feel what you think is a piece of parchment.
I grab it and pull it out, still pinning him to the building.
I want you to roll me a strength check.
God damn it. 7. Alex, now would be a very good time for you to show up. Christ.
As you grab the
Alexander's-
note, he rips your arm away from him, he hits the ground and starts running again.
With where Alexander is, with
No.
If you were to
Oh,
attempt
right,
to
yeah,
do
you would
anything,
be.
if you would attempt to do anything, you would risk hitting Cinder.
can he
Just
say,
run
hey,
after him.
can he move? I would lose your reaction. Can he move forward? How far would he get?
He would get to about up there on the road.
Alexander aims a firebolt.
Oh, Christ.
About said fireball.
Cinder just kind of dodges behind him as he does that.
Okay.
Huh.
Nice.
Shouldn't have dodged behind Alexander. Bad place to be right now.
Cinder did it
Everywhere
for me.
around
Okay,
him is
never
a
mind.
bad place to be.
So, as you start to level your staff at the ruffian heading up the hill, Cinder sees you going to aim, and she goes, "Shit! I better hide behind him." She ducks behind you, hits your staff to the point where it gets flung up in the air as the firebolt gets launched.
No. Darn. How far up the hill would he be by now?
He's 30 feet ahead of you along the trail, but in front of Alexander about 20.
She rushes after him again.
Why not just jump on him? You got that jump
it.
thing where you can jump farther.
But I have a movement speed of 40 and he's 30 feet ahead.
Any ideas, or you can't give them any ideas?
So you're rushing him, yeah?
Yep.
As his reaction, he's going to drop another smoke bomb on the trail. So as you get within grabbing distance, all of a sudden, you're just met with gray.
Okay, but she still reaches forward to grab where he was right before.
Alright, you would need a grapple check with disadvantage.
Grapple would be...
Doesn't matter.
Grapple would be what? Strength?
Doesn't matter.
Wait, no. Okay.
Disadvantage. Doesn't matter.
He rolled an 8. So no matter what stat I would go off of, it doesn't matter. So
He
again,
gives
you got
him,
him by
like-
the scruff of his neck, and as Alexander is getting very annoyed with the fact that he was forced to miss yet another firebolt, Cinder comes strolling out of the fog, carrying him by the scruff of his neck, with an arm behind his back this time.
Alexander
Could
walks
you
over holding his.
Take care of this.
Alexander walks up holding some more rope and is like, yeah, do you want to break his shoulder when we tie it this time? Like, before he can get
So
out?
Alexander,
I don't.
who tied him first? Who tied him first?
Oh, I think it was Jojo. Wasn't it?
No, Jojo didn't get a chance to tie him. Alexander said he tied him when Jojo handed him to him.
Alex, if you're going, first off, you need to lose about 10 feet of your rope. Then if you're going to tie him again, it's going to take another 10 feet.
Okay, where is my rope?
I mean, unless you want to use the remaining 40 feet of your rope.
Okay, I've taken the rope off and tied him. Well, I'm taking the rope off. Do I need to roll anything?
Sleight of hand. Gotta tie the knots correctly. That is not correctly.
God damn it.
So you get
Finish
him all tied up, and he's just sitting there, kind of looks defeated again, out of options.
Can Alex, like, notice that he tied it?
You think that's right?
Can Cinder notice that he tied it wrong?
Why would you think he would be tying it wrong?
She's just really tired of this man escaping, and she doesn't want to take chances.
Well, I mean, you guys don't even know how he escapes the first time.
She still just doesn't want to take chances.
I mean, you can certainly try.
That would be perception, right? So,
Yeah.
17.
Looks fine.
What's he at? Well, she's got the parchment. And she's like, she looks over, she says, well, I've got the note that you failed to get twice.
Honestly,
You mean the note that he got cock blocked for?
I mean, you could kill him, I guess, if you wanted
no,
to.
I don't kill people in cold blood. Just, I don't.
I mean, would it really be in cold blood, though? Kind of like whispers that last and then looks at the piece of parchment.
Roto pops up in your head to keep saying, well, I mean, he hasn't attacked you.
It
If anything,
was
you've attacked
blood.
him. You're the aggressors in this situation.
We have what we need. He can just go.
But what if he proves to be a danger
Right,
to us
so
in the
as
future?
you two are talking about this, you notice that there's just a heap of rope where he once was.
Besides that, Alexander picks up his rope and remends it to the other rope using mending.
Really?
See, this is why, you know what, this is why you killed him. Never mind.
So we'll pulling back the curtain a little bit. He was flexing the entire time, so the rope was actually taut against, you know, his expanded muscle, and he played that off well enough for Cinder to not notice.
What did I have to get past anyways?
He was doing a performance versus your perception, and he won.
If you tell me he was an 18 and I just...
Alexander turns and sees.
That was what it was, wasn't it? You know... Whatever. We've got the note. It's fine.
So, you guys read the note now?
Yeah.
It's just a big old grocery list. Roto, you've been bamboozled!
Can I kill
Is
every
it
half
JoJo's turn?
Smiggle?
You did once the first time.
We will now cut over to JoJo and Smiggle.
Alright, JoJo is, crap, they got away after all that. Let's see. JoJo,
You two are currently waiting in line.
right. Out of character, this, building down here says woodworker. That's a woodworker's home, right? Woodworker's base?
You'll have to find out.
Alright. I'll have to go look later. JoJo is, waiting in line, just yells over everyone looking at the guy, "I've got a question."
After you say that, you see a mace just comes up and sticks its head on top of the counter.
Huh.
As the bar guy is just kind of sitting there talking to a customer.
JoJo's just staring at counting how many people are in line.
You got about 16 ahead of you.
JoJo starts thinking. Then he taps the guy in front of him on the shoulder.
What do you want?
Can I go in front of you,
No.
please?
No.
Why?
He just returns back his gaze to the front of the line.
JoJo looks defeated. Then he looks around. Then JoJo looks back at him and taps him on the shoulder again.
He ignores you.
Hello? This ain't gonna work. JoJo's thinking how to do this.
Is David there?
David's coming back. He's making something to eat.
Is it Russian? What's wrong?
Well, I'm at the counter and they were asking if you're here. I'm not at the counter. I'm behind people.
Since I'm fully back, I'm just trying to keep you in line.
David says he's working on keeping me in line.
So you two just gonna sit there then and wait patiently for once?
Nope. He's trying to keep me in line. I decide, you know what? I walk over to the side and start looking through things, starting to see if I
So
can
you
find
step out of
anything
line?
interesting while I'm... What?
So you step out of line.
Yeah.
You've lost your spot now.
JoJo looks back and notices that. JoJo gets irritated and uses intimidation on everyone in the line.
Okay, what are you saying?
Just roars at them. It's my turn! I'm first! And yells at everyone. Let's see. 1 second.
Oh my.
24.
Alright, so a few people ahead of you kind of go, alright, fine, geez, didn't realize you meant to step out of line, so they give you your spot back. The guy who you were standing right behind genuinely doesn't give a shit, as he's just standing there waiting to get out of the line, and then everybody in front of him is going, why don't you just let him move on past so he can stop shouting? He goes, I don't fucking care.
Huh.
Then Mr. Counterman is just giving you the death glare with not only a mace now, but a javelin at the ready. One of those rolls was a nat 20.
Okay. JoJo kind of stares at the javelin. He thinks, perfect idea. The guy who will not move, he grabs him by the shoulders and puts him between him and the javelin. Then he looks over at the counter guy and goes, give me your best shot. Staring at the guy he's holding up.
He then calls over an
And
assistant, who then takes the javelin. Then you can hear very mutter, are you sure? Yeah. He's been in here before. Go ahead. As then the assistant just disappears behind the counter.
JoJo smiles and then Smeagol whacks him on the head, making him drop him. Really?
So, as that's happening, you feel a very sharp pain in your back, as there is apparently now a javelin sticking in it. Whew.
Wait, in my back? How did he get behind me? JoJo realizes this is a very bad time and runs outside.
With a javelin hanging on his back.
As he's
with the
about to run outside, he pulls open the door and with the way he swings, the javelin gets caught on a shelf and rips out of his back as he then continues to sprint forward.
Aw, Danny doesn't get the javelin.
Jojo stands outside, realizing, well, he can't
You
go
took
to the
1 point of
provisions
damage
for a
from that,
while.
by the way, Jojo.
What?
You took 1 point away. You took 1 point of damage from that, by the way. Anytime I tell you damage, by the way, from now on, I'm going to include the deduction. Okay?
Alright. Yeah. Alright, well, while he's outside, he's starting to think, where can I get my chair fixed? Then he's also thinking, you know what, I also gotta find my fairy friends. They're close by. While he's thinking this, he thinks, wait, town hall. They may know something. So he runs over to the town hall, where they give out, bounties and stuff like that.
Hold on, out of character, can I ask a question?
Out of character, can I ask a question?
What?
Specifically to Pyro.
Yeah.
Can you shut up that rooster?
No.
That wasn't a request.
I can, but die. Anyways, wasn't the group supposed to go to town hall and everybody just kind of said, nah?
I mean, definitely somebody's walking around with a few thousand gold because you guys already went.
Huh? I didn't hear you.
Somebody's walking around with a few thousand gold. And
What?
yeah, because somebody's already gone to town hall.
You said there was only one bounty on recovering our bodies. No one's done that!
Oh, you meant for that. Oh, okay. But still, somebody's walking around with a few thousand gold.
What?
If you don't remember from what, I'm not going to tell you from what.
Because if it's for the goblin thing, we actually got that.
I actually took care of the goblin thing.
So who has the money? Jojo?
It was split amongst the party, wasn't it? It was
Jojo.
Jojo's.
Jojo had the money and put it in his chest. Jojo had the money from the goblin and put it in his chest for everyone later, but everyone forgot about it. Because you had said back then, when I had gotten the goblin, that it was worth 2,000 gold, but everyone completely forgot about it after I put the money in the chest. And no one's remembered since.
Not even Miss
Well,
Gabby
until
and
now,
her
anyways.
infinite wisdom. And no taking.
What?
Well,
Yes.
Anyways. What did I miss? Sorry. Me just poking fun at Gabby.
I missed it.
well,
Well, what?
no. No.
Nevertheless. So then
Anyways.
we're gonna pop back over to the other two.
Really? Why does it feel like they been getting more time on their turns?
They get more time, but they're doing less.
Just wondering.
And I
Because
mean,
they're
you got to
doing
think
a lot.
about the travel time between the general goods and town hall, and then you getting stabbed in the back.
Well, at least my dress was magically fixed, so I don't have to worry about that.
I mean, there's another hole in it now.
Oh boy.
No, I had her enchant it.
No,
No.
you just said fix.
Dude, thanks. Alexander
Oh,
turns
it's just
to
it's better and better.
Sildar and says, sorry for knocking you out with everyone else. I need to try and stop the guy.
You could have at least taken me with you, or better yet, a little bit of warning.
Yeah, he has a habit of doing that. Don't worry about it.
I get that feeling, very much so.
Don't worry, you're fine. I couldn't find you in the smoke to wake you up, but you know.
As far as I can tell,
Sounds
you
like
didn't
he's,
even try.
Yeah, I was crap. He took it
Hey,
from
I have a question. How are you aware of what happens when you're asleep? I can alert for you.
Because
you don't
we
know.
all woke up at the same time, and I definitely heard you talking to Cinder.
I was blocking the door waiting for the dude at that point because I couldn't find you. She was at the door. She was visible. I'm sorry.
What? Yet there
Oh,
were open
someone
windows.
bothered by that.
Why'd you expect him to go for the door?
Mm.
She shakes her head with a very annoyed sigh.
I was
Well,
waiting for
did-
him to go out one of the sides.
Well, did we at least get anything useful? Nope.
He got
Cinder,
away.
Another waste of time.
I said kill him. He didn't want to.
Well, I mean, did either of you think that maybe you should have tailed him?
I was for a good chunk of time.
I'm not exactly the quickest chaser. I have no idea how quick she is. She is. I thought she wouldn't. I was gonna follow, but then I heard you was gonna talk to you, and she stuck along with the conversation. But try and track him, I suppose.
There's no need to track him. We already know where he's at. Remember that note the captain gave to you?
Oh yeah, that's.
As she then slaps you upside the head.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so you want to go find the rest of the people
Might as well.
out.
Let's see what kind of hellacious acts JoJo is doing at Town Hall.
Alex laughs. Can when they like, I'm assuming it's going over his turn.
Yeah.
It's
Once
my
like,
turn?
his turn starts to resolve, when he gets there, can they let him like remember? Oh, Town Hall. Oh, JoJo. We had a bounty we were supposed to split. Okay.
Um,
Can all the like present factors remind him of the fact?
With a history check with advantage.
Okay.
Danny.
Oh. Jojo walks up to the counter, looks down, while Smiggle is patting him on the head, telling him to be a good boy. Jojo looks down and asks the person if they know where if there is any woodworkers in town. Since they are town hall, they would know, he thinks.
You see the secretary pull out a box of paperwork. She just starts thumbing through it, going, I don't know if. No, not him. No, not him. No, not him. Oh, most certainly not him. Possibly. No. She gets about halfway through and goes, oh, yes, here. Flips open a folder. Goes, let's see. You're gonna want to head north. Go about 3 clicks west. Head south from there. About 2 clicks.
no!
Then you're gonna want to head east for about half a click. Then south again for another click. Then west for 3 clicks.
Christ.
North for 1.
Oh
Then
my
east
god.
for 2.
Jesus.
In other words, directly south of the hall. I don't know
Jojo.
why this absolute buffoon decided to write these kinds of directions for his woodworking shop when he's just below us on the map.
Jojo thinks to himself, he's all, well, that's interesting. Then he looks back and asks her, well, since Town Hall gets the news of everything that's going on, have you noticed anything strange happening around town lately?
Do you mean aside from you, bunch of walking corpses? Because as far as I was aware, there was a bounty on them for apparent murder? Not of you, of course. You're not guilty of murder. So, care to explain?
Jojo thinks to himself. He goes to scratch his head, but instead scratches Smiggle's head.
Does he even notice that out of curiosity?
Then he looks back down and goes, well, we survived a massacre that was supposed to massacre us, and we were the masquerade, so massacre away.
Her eyes go wide. What? She gets a very nervous smile on her face and goes, "Oh, okay. So then I guess we won't be needing this." She rips up a form from what you can only assume was like a bounty poster.
He smiles and goes, "Yep. Well, anywho,"
okay,
looks at her and smiles.
Now she pulls out a cross. Now get out.
Hold it. I'm not a vampire. Look at these teeth. He smiles and gives her a
teeth.
What?
She throws it at your teeth.
Jojo goes
vampire reaction I've ever heard, and the fact that it's fake makes it so much better.
Anyways, what's going on?
Crunch.
She threw. Hold on. Here, repeat it for David.
Jojo said, "I'm not a vampire. See my teeth." He went to go show them, and as he's showing them, the secretary threw the cross at his teeth. Oh, she just ripped up what could only be assumed was a bounty poster.
Remember, they thought we were dead, so there was a bounty for us, our bodies?
I did not hear that part, so I was asking.
Oh,
maybe
well,
you should pay attention then, nerd!
Anyways, after she throws it at Jojo's smiling teeth, Jojo kind of gives a frown and goes, "Anyways, miss." Then he growls a little. "Have there been anything strange going on around town?"
No! Now get out!
He kind of growls and thinks about it. He
She
looks
now
back at her.
gets a slightly bigger
sure?
cross.
Jojo stares at the cross.
Like, for her half-elven form, it's kind of like half as big as she is. She's holding it in two hands, just ready to throw it at you.
Jojo stares at it, grins, and goes, "Are you sure there's nothing strange going on around town?" Throws it. He bites it.
I want you to roll me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Alright, athletics with disadvantage.
That just sounds like a normal roll to me.
Fuck.
21.
So you're only gonna take half of this then.
Right, he bites it, looks at her, and growls at her while shaking his head, biting it. Looking like a madman.
So you take 3 points of damage as your teeth kind of like ache from catching this thing. Which is kind of baffling considering that this thing is technically bigger than your jaw can open. So this definitely hurts a lot.
You know what confuses? Like, I want to comment on something. Man gets stabbed in the back, nothing. Man bites a. Oh, the pain, the agony.
Oh, the pain, the deep frying pain.
Jojo, after biting it, just drops it out of his mouth, looks at her, and smiles with his teeth again.
She
says,
now
"Do you
gets
know
a bigger
anyone
one
else?"
that's as big as her.
Jojo kind of blinks for a moment and goes, "Where the fuck are you getting those?"
Black market. Now get out!
Hold on, why do you need crosses from the black market?
You aren't here, shush.
Jojo starts thinking, "Well, this is interesting." Anywho, I will be back. Looks at her and puts his hand. Whoops.
As you're looking back at her, the end of the cross has a notch in it, and from that notch extends a sharp metal blade. She's ready to stab you with this thing.
Jojo kind of points his fingers to his eyes, then points them to her, doing like the "I see you" thing, saying, "I will be back."
And this thing is
heads
now
over
coming
to the
towards you.
woodworker. Oh shit! He rushes out to the woodworker.
As the door closes, you hear a giant whack As you look back at the door, there is now a half-inch piece of metal sticking out of the door.
Jojo looks back. Before running to the woodwork, he starts poking it, seeing how sharp it is. Huh, that's pretty sharp. That would have hurt.
I want you to roll me a dex save. So you're going, huh, this is kind of sharp. You pull your finger back, and there's about 20 different cuts on your finger.
Christ.
What the hell? Jojo looks at his finger, hisses at the thing. I'm a vampire, it seems. And runs over to the woodwork.
Hold on. I wasn't exaggerating, by the way. So I just rolled 20 d4. And you know what's funny about that?
What?
You only take 2 damage. Only
Anyone else, that one poke would have probably killed
46 points of damage.
And he only took 2 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have killed basically anyone else.
Because each little nick would have done 1d4. So 20 of them, 20 hits.
Well, Jojo just stared at his finger. Well, damn, I am a vampire, it seems. Hisses at it and just walks over to the woodworker.
Vampires don't bleed, do they?
They do. They can bleed, but it's very rare for them to bleed.
Like say
that's
on a
weird.
full belly kind of a thing?
Yeah,
As in, not Jojo, who is currently bleeding kind of profusely from the pad of his finger?
Hold on. A redeemed vampire would bleed. But that's unimportant. They wouldn't be affected by.
Well, I gotta figure this out, because the hag said my fairies are close somewhere, and if they were close, there would have been some kinds of mischief somewhere. But she says nothing's wrong in town.
I find it funny that nobody has had the idea to go to a certain place, and it pisses me off.
A certain place.
Yeah, nobody's gone to a certain place. Believe it or not.
Well, you haven't given any kind of hints, so...
I have been dropping hints left and fucking right.
If no one picks up on any hints you're giving, you're not giving good hints.
Pyro, if I were to give any more information on what it is, I am basically just fucking telling you where to go.
Well, you gotta remember, you gotta give them the hints. Me, I'm a retard. You
Pyro
know that.
literally has all the answers in his pocket.
Oh. Well, don't get mad at me. Pyro's the one who knows. I just want to get my fucking chair fixed.
And
find my
that is
fairies.
honestly a part of the problem.
What, getting my chair fixed?
We do so much trying to get the chair fixed.
Yeah.
Well,
40
all
minutes
right.
trying to get the chair fixed.
You're right. I just like my chair. I head back to them because
It's more likely you guys' fault for giving him the magic chair.
Anyways, Smeagol reminds Jojo we gotta go. No, Smeagol doesn't know about the platonic guy. Jojo mentions to Smeagol we found a platonic guy, and Smeagol says let's go check on him.
Hey, what guy?
A guy I terrified so much that he kind of went platonic, brain dead.
Catonic.
Ketonic, whatever.
What did I miss?
Yeah, so they head back to Alexander. What you missed, Mickle, is that I scared the crap out of someone. I made them scared. I did well. Comes back to Alexander, and they're gone. Where'd they go?
So your everyday thing then.
We escaped.
that's good.
Anyways, oh! Can Alexander
He
do that history
escaped.
check?
Pause. Smeagol didn't know that.
I said he explained to Smeagol about the guy.
Well, how would you even remember about it when you're too busy focused on your fucking chair?
Because I forgot. I'm forgetting about the chair for now. Heading back. I said I'm heading back to Alexander and explaining.
Alright, whatever.
With Alex seeing him, can Alexander, roll history check?
For what?
Or
Remembering the money. Said roll with the
really, the money's the big important thing now.
No, it would... they would remember it.
What
by
would
seeing
even
you.
make you remember the money? Nobody's even
Well,
Why
talked
would
about
you
it.
think of that?
I was going to have him come down here. I actually had him walking down here, waiting for them, but Danny brought him back before I could do that. So
But there's nothing that would have
Well,
reminded you of the money, so there's no reason for you to be thinking about it. Unless you are finally going to come to terms with that Alex is a greedy shit. And it will become one of his character traits.
never mind.
Continuing on.
Yes.
There's a whole lot of talking that's going on.
Well, no, David was talking to me about something. Sorry.
What was the last thing said? Because I don't know what it was.
Jojo was asking where'd the guy go. And then you said the guy escaped. Jojo kind of growled at himself, said, well, damn, did you at least get any information?
Yeah, his shopping list.
Jojo says, awesome. How can we use the shopping list? And he brightens up looking at Alexander.
I mean,
Alexander goes reply sarcastically and is like, but then like just big, round, hopeful eyes and like, technically we knows where he could eat, so we could poison him, but it doesn't help us. But we know where he went. We have directions.
Jojo says, awesome
you
work.
think you know where he went. Says Salzara.
We think we know. We know where he. One of the two.
Jojo says, awesome work, and pats Alexander on the head. They're talking about what happened to the guy who got away, Dave. Jojo looks at him and says, well, what's the plan?
Now that we're all together, we can head towards the destination.
Alex
What
takes,
destination?
Alex takes out the directions and goes to read them.
On it is just a brief mission summary. What you're able to read is that a lot of the activity from the Red Brands, which is the group associated with the Ruffians, is coming from the Tresender Manor,
Hey, I know
Which-
that would be important.
which is to the east of the town. On the note, it says it's been in ruins for quite a few years, but from your angle, it looks perfectly fine, well kept, and everything just looks like it's got a little bit of dirt on the outside. So that's strange.
Looks like we're going up Trinsendor. Something tells me going up the main path. Not fully advisable, but... not
Jojo
climbing a
looks
cliff.
at... Does Alexander say that to the team?
Yeah.
Alright, Jojo looks at him and says, well, I'll play decoy and go up to the front door. You guys go around to the side.
Is this a cliff or an embankment going down? Like, I can't tell.
That is a cliff. It's like on a... It's on a raised bit of land, basically. Natural, not man-made.
That's a good idea, Jojo, but the cliffs, it might not be the best idea for everyone to try and climb them. Someone
Jojo looks at him and says, Jojo looks at you and goes, well, Smeagol will be with me going up to the front door. You got your wings, so you can climb the cliff easier. And then he looks at Cinder, and I don't need to remind her about her jumping fits, the little rabbit.
well,
Well, I
kind of
can't
just like
fly up, but
But
we're working with.
Friend here, and do you have...
Sildar, do you have a way of safely traversing a cliffside, or...
You mean aside from taking the path?
Yeah?
That is
Like
very
climbing-
clearly laid out right in front of us?
I mean, it's Yes, but if that's a thing, you don't. Fine, we'll take the path.
he
Jojo.
sounds so annoyed.
Jojo just stares. I thought you guys were gonna go around to the side while I go up front.
Someone thinks the path's a better idea, so we're gonna take the path.
I mean, if she wants to take the path, she can easily go invisible and look like she's not there. Hasn't she done it before?
As she
Any
says that,
character, by the way.
as she says that, poof, gone.
There we go. So she can go up the path, and we can still go up the sides. There, problem solved. Let's go.
Jojo looks around. Wait a second, where'd she go? Holy crap, my mind's gone blank. I'm blind. Wait, how am I blind? I can still see you guys. Where'd she go? Where's my eyes?
So fun fact for anybody who cares, I'm looking at the monster manual, and there are adult dragons, like, you know, blue, gold, all the metal and all the chromatic, but
Yeah.
for some reason, there is no adult black dragon.
Excuse me?
I'm kidding, I'm an idiot.
I was gonna say.
I was about to say, the only one I can find is ancient, and that doesn't sound fun.
An ancient black dragon is bad. Not as bad as a colossal, but still bad.
Okay, so guys, let's go.
Wait a second. Hold it. Why are you talking about dragons? Why are you looking at dragons?
I'm looking at the monster manual. I'm looking at them in order of names. In fact, the one I just rolled past was Assassin, and Assassin looks fun.
Why do I have a bad feeling he's gonna do something with the dragons? I mean, not that JoJo's worried, but...
Why does this man have that much health?
What man?
The Assassin has 78 hit points by default. But shit stats,
Damn.
so I'm confused.
Probably the health is to make up for all that shitty stuff. Anyways, JoJo goes up the cliff and up the road.
Kind of actually gonna fucking zoom in on the map now.
Alexander and Cinder. Well, Alexander and I'm assuming she's gonna follow me. Move over to the side path.
She's going up there with JoJo because she doesn't see a need to go on any side path.
Alexander's just
Oh.
Oh god.
So, Cinder, what are you doing? Who are you going with?
There we go.
Alright, so, upon approach JoJo, you see that, like, the front of this manor is very well kept. It's almost like nothing has happened to it over the past few years. However, on the sides of the house, you see a little bit of weathering. Whether it be due to just natural weather or some dickhead with a lightning bolt spell.
That was great. Anyways, JoJo notices that, goes, huh, walks up to the front door and knocks on it pretty hard.
It sounds very
Hello?
hollow. Like, when you hear your knocking, or it just sounds like there's nothing, literally nothing inside of this manor.
Really?
Mhm.
Hold on a second. That decided it for me. Okay, JoJo decides, you know what, this is interesting. He bashes the door
I'm
down.
gonna hide.
The door
Christ.
gives way immediately. Like, you don't even roll damage. It just, like, falls inwards on itself. You sprint in, and on your left and right sides, you can see, and it looks like dynamite went off in this manor. Like, there's a crater in the center, and the walls on the left and right are just blown out.
JoJo looks down in the crater. Huh, interesting. JoJo crawls down into the crater looking around.
Ah.
Alexander finishes his flight up and peers in curiously. Huh, guess it wasn't booby trap.
Light up?
Like it was flying up. His
With-
wings.
Oh, yeah. You just left Cinder down there because you're an asshole.
No,
He
Cinder
can't
jump.
carry her. I thought you said he could not carry people.
Okay, you could have at least devised something.
I
Like,
was-
say, a rope?
Eh, fair. But she jumped. She's fine. Anyways. So,
Well, at least Alexander and his harem is following me and Sniggle.
That's a big old hole. Huh. I'm gonna hope that was there, Jojo. Please say that was there.
Jojo looks back and
If it
smiles.
wasn't here before, then what you did to make this hole?
What I was saying was, like, if he made a big old hole, that might be an issue with the local.
Alexander was implying that Jojo did this.
He's been in town terrorizing the people.
I
Terrorizing
wasn't up
people?
here for a few seconds. You had a few seconds.
Jojo smiles, says it was me, and then investigates the area while he's saying that. Not 20.
Fuck's sake.
You there?
So, like I said, like I was describing earlier, a lot of this you can tell is mainly due to some sort of explosive going off. Like there's a whole lot of burn marks along the crater, especially along the wood trim in the house and along the wood flooring that is there, kind of. But aside from that, there's not really much you can blame from the area around you.
Alright, so the 20 showed there was nothing there. Jojo goes to the back.
Anybody else want to go before Jojo?
Alexander, like, kind of floats, kind of like flies up a little bit, like seeing if there's anything in the immediate vicinity, anyone moving off or anything.
You see a whole lot of trees, my dude.
Trees.
So I see the local village is not reforested. Good.
As you turn around, there's like a good 20 trees inside of town, and you go, huh, that comment was idiotic.
Trees. 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 Tree.
Cinder goes to the back. Just for the hell of it.
Cinder's following Jojo.
As
Does this mean?
by order of turns, Cinder technically gets there first, with Jojo following
Right.
quickly behind.
Wait a second. The girls are around Jojo now. Does this mean Jojo finally gets his own harem?
Please tell me Jojo says that out loud.
Yeah. Jojo
No.
says that out loud.
No.
Roll me a
No.
dexterity save if you would.
No. No. No.
Roll me a dexterity
No.
save if you would, Jojo.
Who? Oh Christ! Why did I roll?
Why did you roll?
I don't
She's
know.
doing something, she just doesn't know what it is yet.
Oh, shut up.
Why'd you roll?
He told me a roll. I don't know why. He just told me a roll.
You ready?
No. No.
So, what's the best way of putting this? So, you know how Saldara is currently invisible, right?
Yeah.
And you said this out loud, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how she's a sorcerer, right?
I think she's a sorceress. You said, yeah.
And you know how she's at least level 3, right?
I think so.
Pyro
I don't-
immediately got this as a lightning bolt comes out of thin air and strikes Jojo. Also, I need Smiggle to make a dexterity saving throw.
I thought it was gonna be something else at this, I'm not gonna lie.
So both of you take 24 raw points of lightning damage.
Wait, David, do you want to use Lucky to dodge that?
Yes.
The best you can do is make that 12.
Smiggle, you still you take half of it, so 12. But yeah, no, a lightning bolt out of thin air hits Jojo directly.
That 20 would have killed me.
You should be at
Ouch.
full health. What?
19 health.
There is no fucking way.
Yeah,
Well, here's
David's
this
got
guy.
19 health.
The way you kept telling me it's 19.
3d6 plus. Oh my god, he's only got 19.
Oh Christ.
He was trying to kill me!
I'm not saying everyone, but I think he should get.
You should get what?
I'm not saying maybe for everyone, but he should get his modifier at every level.
So he would have 2 more.
So-
He would have 2 more health points.
21.
So he had 21.
Are we doing that?
Hold on.
A rogue
I'm
is
just
1d8
doing-
per level.
1d8.
Yeah, not 6.
Just confirm she tried to kill David.
It's 1d8 plus con per level.
This is why you annotate what fucking hit die you have, guys.
David has 1d6.
No, it's 1d8.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Then
So
you
you
I
should
said
have,
this multiple
24
times.
plus your con modifier.
you should have 25 health, David.
No, it's just I kept pointing out and you kept saying 19.
No?
Yes.
No.
He did.
I have pointed out.
If I would have been saying 19, then you would have been telling me D6.
I wasn't adding at the time.
So then, shut up, David. Okay? Either way, you take 12.
Roar.
Fucking hell. Wait, I
Jojo,
forgot for
can-
spellcasting mod. Hold on 2 seconds.
That might be an issue.
Yeah, probably. Considering it's a 7 on top of that.
She's got 22. Okay. Not 22, 20 as well as.
So am I taking extra damage or?
You taking
7 on top of that. Or not 7, so it would be 31. So 15 instead. Jojo, you take 31.
Oh,
Jojo kind of sits there, shakes a little, like, holy crap! Not realizing that was her. He shakes some more. He's like, I need to sit down for a second.
Do I need to save throw to see if I fall off him or not?
I'm going to say with a saving throw, you jumped off as he was getting hit. So you didn't take the full brunt of it.
Yeah, you jumped off me. Jojo sits there like, hold on a second. I gotta sit down. First my cow meat got hurt, and now I'm getting shocked.
She
I'm just on the ground
dispels
glitching.
her invisibility. What a shocking situation.
oh boy.
Jojo looks at her and Jojo looks at her and goes, I agree. Sits down. He's like, oh god.
I
I'm dizzy.
would say everything about this current circumstance is quite electrifying.
Oh no.
Jojo says, well, I'm shocked about it.
Alex, you hear in your head, oh my god. Oh, these puns are going to kill me.
Stop flirting and stop shocking everything.
You know what? No, I just need to stop being so negative about this.
Could you say that?
I don't know, I thought it was
shocked by
pretty positive.
God, not you two. Cinder just exasperately looks around.
He didn't say that out loud
She's
because he said
in.
the full name. He can't say that out loud for reasons.
What?
He said the name, so he can't say that out loud. He thought that back. Like, perhaps you're shocked by the negativity of these puns, Rudimentary.
You.
Oh, fuck.
Mm.
Well, I thought they were positively charming.
That's in fact a negapun because it actually is the opposite of what happened.
Jojo doesn't care. He's just electrified and letting his healing take over while he's sitting there looking around like, wow. I see stars.
By this point, Alex walks over, having landed, and sees the smoking treasure and is like, the fuck? Yeah, because he couldn't see it. What happened? He heard it.
They practically made sparks fly. Now let's just look around.
He wouldn't know. Would she know that that happened because of her? Or would she just know lightning bolt?
She knows lightning bolt. And I imagine because Cinder actually has some decent level of intelligence, that she could put together that it came from the sorceress who was invisible and standing in the exact same place that the thunderbolt came from. So, you know.
Hello?
What did
What's
you
up?
do to offend the sorcerer?
You don't ask. Don't ask. Can we move forward?
Well,
Forward?
Wait.
By the way, Pyro, you're keeping track of what kind of spell slots you have, right?
In all seriousness.
Because it just says you have 9.
Yeah. I
Might
don't
ask-
have 9 spell slots. It's them added together when I do a spell that take away the.
That's the thing, though, that can be very misconstrued as, oh, I have 9 level 1 spell slots, or I have 3 level 3.
No, you said 2, and I wanted to make
Am
sure
I
you
even able to-
box.
You're
You
able
can
to
grab
make
the
more
two.
boxes, yes.
Okay, I'll actually fix that then.
And, make sure if Lucas starts freaking out to stay away from my room because I didn't unplug the internet, so. Oh, because I was gonna say I did not unplug it, so. Well, it ain't my fault.
What happened?
Alright. I ain't dealing with the call real quick. Alright, talk to you later. Bye. I'm back.
You good?
Nah, you know how I keep talking about how I have a problem with my one roommate, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, he keeps trying to break into my room
Why is that?
and mess with my stuff. Because he's a fucking retard. My other roommate and my staff keep dealing with him and keep him out of there, but he keeps trying to get in my fucking room.
I know what you said, like you're trying to be serious about this, but can I just add the irony of the state-mandated retard calling another person a retard?
Yeah, I know, and I don't care.
I think it's funny.
I'm not saying don't care being rude to you, you know.
I know.
I'm just, with him, I've had enough. I actually was forced to pull my knife out on him once. I mean, I'm not going to hurt him, but I pulled it out to scare him out of my room because he came in the room and freaking while I was just on the bed staring at me. I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Problem is that since I
have the max listed and everything.
can't really get physical, I'm trying to figure out what to do, you know?
What'd you say, Pyro?
I've got him sorted.
Okay.
And I've taken away the 1 spell slot of each from my level 2.
Anyways, Jojo uses his natural healing to heal himself while Cinder is heading towards the back. And, oh wait. Smiggle. Jojo looks at Alexander and says, hey, you may want to heal a little Smiggy. Looking back at Smiggle.
Okay, Smiggle, come here. Alexander just kind of motions over to himself.
Yeah. Poor Smiggy.
By
Look
the way,
at him.
so fun fact for anybody who needs to know about this, DC also includes your proficiency bonus. Like your spell DCs.
Oh!
Yeah. So your spell DC, Pyro, then would be from a 15, or a 13 to a 15.
I forgot. I actually did need a serious question at the blacksmith that I forgot. Crap.
That's okay, we can do it.
No, I know we'll do it later, but screwing around trying to fix my chair, I forgot a serious question. Shit.
Not late now.
Yeah, I know it's late now. I'll do it later. I'm just mad at myself. Because I've been trying to get my chair fixed and trying to find my fairies, but nothing has been going right. It's just blah. Anyways, what's since Alexander is healing Smiggle, did Cinder make it to the back?
I thought it was. Because I don't have a 7 modifier, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna be using healing hands on him twice in the future, so.
Pyro, how can you tell how many spells you have at a certain level? Like, how many spells you have available to you?
What level is she? Oh, she's level 10. You'll have... Oh! So, without any feats giving her more, because I have more, so I have a little bit more than my level, she says, she will have...
No, I'm asking how you would know.
The chart. All classes have a chart for this stuff. She has... That's
Oh shit, that's a lot. Oh shit, that's a lot.
What happened?
Oh my god.
He's how many spells the one girl
And-
has.
Fuck, I should have taken care of this character, like, earlier this week. Shit.
That's without feats. If she has feats to give more, she can have up to...
I'm just going to throw these numbers out to you so you understand. 5, 6, 4, 3, 2. Holy shit!
Is that her spell slot?
That's her known.
Huh. That's mildly horrifying.
Okay, continue on, guys. I'm still paying attention.
So I've been healed, right?
Yeah. Alexander healed you, David. And Jojo healed himself with his natural healing. And Cinder is in the back. Oh, what the hell?
But anyway, so as you guys approach the back end and actually give it a proper inspection now, you see that there's a cellar that kind of leads underground. Doors are kind of flung open, looks like in a hurry, and just leads downwards. Can't tell how far. As Jojo then blocks it with his fat ass.
Is Jojo going down the stairs?
Jojo. Jojo looks at the other, says, "It may be dangerous. I'll go first."
It's dangerous to hold on. Take this.
Jojo looks
Except
back. Take what? Take what?
Maybe
Do you
we
mean
should
take
check
one of
how.
your girls? Or do
No.
you mean take both of your girls? I don't want to take your harem from you, but I'll use them.
We should probably check
My
how
hero?
sturdy the stairs are first.
Alexander visibly pauses and says, "My hair?"
Well, if you're gonna
We
loan
should.
me your harem,
I just kicked a Minotaur.
ow, my
I have a-
ankle.
What are you... Jojo, what are you talking about? I don't have a...
Let's just see if the stairs can handle the weight of anyone, please.
Worry about what's going on later between.
Jojo looks at them all. I'll go first and test the stairs.
I don't understand what you guys are freaking out about. They're made out of fucking stone.
Alexander, looks at... Oh, God. Her name. Notepad.
Oh,
Alexander looks
Christ.
at Silver and, like... What is he... Anyway... Why did you hit somebody with lightning?
She looks over at Jojo, looks back at you, and goes, "He needed it."
Honestly fair.
What about poor Snickle?
Collateral.
Anyways, Jojo goes down the stairs first to the bottom.
Wait, you said she was invisible when she cast it, or she got out?
No, she was
she's out of
invisible
it.
when she cast it.
So yeah, Smeagol's thinking Alex probably did it.
He... What?
He's actually just
Alex
dumbfounded,
can't
like, that's
even know
rude.
lightning bolt. He does... He has firebolt. He doesn't have lightning bolt. Oh.
No, it's a
I
lightning.
thought you had one electricity attack.
Lightning.
I have an electricity attack. Thunder wave. And it's...
You don't know all the spells you have.
Has he ever used Thunderbolt?
He doesn't know what you have,
He doesn't.
and he didn't see her cast it. Who is he supposed to think did it?
Why are we seeing the abjuration? Cantrip.
Because misclick. Shut the fuck up.
Components VSM. Huh, what's VSM?
Don't worry
Verbal
about it.
somatic.
Very small minotaur.
Very small. Wait a second. JoJo is very big, thank you very much.
Danny, it's basically an aspect that Fran's ignoring because most tedious thing in the game. Like, you need bat shit, you need to talk, and you need to have your focus cast something.
Most people
That's
will
exact-
ignore it.
Anyways, JoJo is down at the bottom of the stairs.
Alright, Jojo, we're gonna pause all action from you until everybody else reaches the bottom. Okay.
I'm just following.
Alexander kind of like gestures like to like, come on, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like going in close. Probably the last one going down.
I don't know how tall the so I'm gonna be stepping behind you. Once we're down there and see how big it is, I might, depending on how the skinner is.
Alright.
So is everybody going down then?
Yep.
I'm following JoJo.
Alright, hold on, I need to double check something real quick. So, you guys can continue to chat, whether it be amongst yourselves in character or not, I don't care.
So, seriously, what caused somebody to just lightning bolt half
What?
people? Like, I'm concerned. Discord is not a good thing for the group.
It's fine.
What?
It's dealt with. It's over.
Wait,
JoJo,
I thought
why
Discord
did Alex
was...
shock you?
Wait, Alex shocked me? Oh, that bastard.
I didn't shock anybody. I don't even know how to do.
Did you go down the stairs or are you upstairs?
Listen, Smiggle, if I hit you,
No.
everyone in the nearby, like,
No, I don't care.
few
Are you
kilometers.
upstairs or downstairs?
Oh, we're walking down the stairs because he's checking.
Okay,
Smiggle,
so you more than likely would have heard. I
If I-
mean,
if I hit you, everyone in the nearby county would know.
we just got shocked, and I don't know all the spells you have, and I'm pretty
Trust me,
sure.
If I would have attacked you, you'd be dead and everyone in the vicinity would know something just happened. I'm not exactly a
I
subtle
don't know all
sorcerer.
the spells you have.
I just told you.
This is
And I'm
stupid.
supposed to trust you?
JoJo smiles, looks at them, says, hold on, we don't need a fight, give me a moment. Puts down his chest, opens it, and crawls inside his...
How?
Okay, my
Alex
Wi-Fi.
knows exactly how, but I'm concerned of what Fran's gonna do with that, knowing what the chest is.
JoJo crawls back out of the chest, realizing, wow!
So I did hear correctly. Okay.
After JoJo crawls out of the chest, he's holding an orange drink, looks at them both, as Smiggle and Alexander says, let's have a friendly drink.
No, I don't drink. We've been over this before.
Let's
I'm
not
so
drink
confused.
here.
Only if he drinks first.
Alex looks over at Cinder, the alcoholic. Would you like a drink?
Alex?
Not here right now.
JoJo says, alright, let me put this back in my bar, and crawls back into the chest.
Wait, you have a mobile.
I'm just looking in there. How the hell did he have a bar?
You see JoJo just come back out of his chest. He's all, what?
Alexander kind of like refers to Roto in his head and is like, I think he figured out the chest being what the chest is.
JoJo looks
I
at
don't
them all.
think he knows or understands.
JoJo smiles. Well, I put my drink back in my bar. Are you all ready? Puts the
How
chest
is there
back
a
on his
bar
back.
in there? I slept in there a few times. I never saw a bar.
Oh, it's a new addition. I keep adding things here and there.
Alexander kind of like whispers because he's behind Cinder and the other one named Christ. He's behind Cinder and Zildara and is like, partner in multiple ways.
Why is that name so hard for you to remember? Like, I'm asking out of character. How is that name so hard for you to remember?
I don't know, but like every time I think of it, it's just like, wait, it's Silver. Oh, I know why. Because I have a friend who plays a deck of Magic called Sliver Deck. I keep thinking of Slivers every time I see the name.
Slivers are an interesting deck build.
Fuck Slivers.
Well, I've got a nasty Sliver deck that's just rare.
I've beaten almost every Sliver deck I've gone up against, but
So, tell me
fuck
what
taking
happened.
my commits.
Tell me what it looks like when you guys are poofed over here. Black?
yeah.
Still black?
Yep.
Nope, something appeared.
Oh, what?
Is that center room visible?
Oh, yep.
Like where you guys can see number 8?
I'm gonna ping the furthest I can see.
That's... I don't know how that fucking
no.
works.
Okay, I really need to show you this. I can
That's as
see-
far as I can see.
I can
Same.
see here. I can see this through this doorway. I can see this room in its entirety. I see a path, but I only see
Pyro,
this
just...
square,
Really?
Hold on.
this square,
Hold on.
this square.
Share screen.
Like this looks intentional. Yeah.
Oh, so you can't see items in the rooms. Okay, that's better, actually.
Like we can attribute that to like dark vision or something, but
Okay. Because I don't know how to undo that. Like, you're not supposed to be able to see in there right now.
well, enhanced vision or something.
Like, it's a part of Advanced Fog of War, and it pisses me off. Anyway, head back to server. Oh. Yeah, okay. You guys aren't supposed to be able to see that, but it's okay. We can work with it.
They can't see it. Only I can.
Interesting.
Like,
I always say-
guys, y'all can't see right here, right? This is just
No,
black.
the farthest we can see is right here.
Yeah, I see that for some reason. Don't know why.
So
That's
as
the farthest we can see.
Alright, so as you guys are reaching the bottom of the stairs, I want light count. Who is doing what with light? Because it is pitch black in this room.
It's pitch
Alex
black.
can see perfectly fine in the dark. He's doing nothing.
You know, you can see
Okay.
perfectly fine in low light rooms.
Wait,
I got it worked out.
JoJo's got dark vision, so
No,
Oh.
dark vision is in the dark, not low light. Perfectly fine in the dark. You can see. You just can't see.
Yeah,
you
I know,
can see
I
in
got dark
darkness as if it were dim light.
Yeah, almost everyone here can just see. Fine.
Okay, so Smiggle's the only one with a torch, so Smiggle, looks like there's going to be no sneaking for you with a bow, bud. We're sneaking, period.
well, hold on. It's because Miguel can't see, right? Or is it because he's holding a torch?
I'm holding the only light source.
Well, JoJo will hold it for you. JoJo's got a free hand with one axe. JoJo,
Because
wait a second. JoJo's got the perfect idea. JoJo grabs Smiggle's
Oh, God.
torch and places it right between his horns. So
Oh,
it's
God.
kind of sitting at an angle where it's sitting upwards.
Roll me
You know,
2d10.
like he's a torch bearer.
Roll
What?
me 2d10.
Gabby might have to step away to eat.
That's a 16.
Isn't that? Is that high?
Good.
That is very high.
Yeah, no, high is always good.
Jojo, you know how your hoof was perfectly fine?
My hoof?
Yee. Your right
Wait,
one to
which
be
foot?
specific.
My right foot. Okay, my right hoof. What about it?
It's now on fire. As the torch falls off of your head, hits you right in the foot, and your foot and your hairs immediately light ablaze.
Wait a second, I rolled good. How?
You rolled low, which is bad.
No,
in terms of
we keep
severity,
getting-
hold on. In terms of severity, higher typically means more volatile outcomes, or in terms of good or bad, it's the better it is or the worse it is. This was a bad roll.
Because I kept getting the impression that the lower you get, the better.
Well, if it's
But that
for a good
depends on the
thing.
situation.
Like, if you're
That
doing a
depends on
severity
the
roll to
situation.
count your loot, you want high severity. Because that's severely good. But if you want a
know
bad
what?
roll to be severe,
You
you,
know
must
what,
be wanting to kill
Jojo?
somebody.
Jojo first off goes to the water and puts his foot out. Then he grabs the torch. He grabs his hairnet, his fish net. He wraps it in such a way so the fish net is tying the torch to his right horn.
It's gonna be a 10, ain't it?
Let me look.
It's gonna be a 10, ain't it?
Down.
Yeah, it's a 10.
So, you try to tie it up, and from what you can tell, it looks perfectly fine, but to everybody else, it's just like a hammock. And a hammock for a torch with a fishnet, not a good thing. But you continue on as if it's fine.
Wait a minute, wait. What are you doing?
What do you mean, Smeagol?
I'd go to help him with the torch. What do I need to roll for that, or? Lord?
What?
I said I was going to help him with the torch.
What are you helping? How are you helping him?
Well, actually, before that, what exactly are you doing with the torch?
Jojo looks at Smeagol. I'm trying to tie it to my horn so that way you can see.
Don't you only have 2 horns? So why is it between them?
Doesn't it sit pretty?
I worry about you.
Wait, did you say Gabby's going AFK to eat?
She may be going AFK to eat soon.
Gabby, are you there?
I'm here right now, yeah.
So remember how I said that whole thing about not being spoken to me means it goes unheard? Continuing to drive that point home. You can use your own words, Missy. But yeah, I was reading something, so. Anyway, as you were.
I go to tie to one of his horns instead.
Why did the room suddenly get so bright?
I have no idea. I've been questioning that.
Why are you rolling?
I don't know why I'm rolling. That was by accident.
No.
Alright, hold
Actually,
on. I need to fucking fix this. This is stupid.
Did you place a
I didn't. I wasn't doing anything. I was in a character sheet, and all of a sudden the map lit up.
not based on? Oh, there's actually like ambient lighting on me. I'm glowing.
Quite literally.
No, like, look on the map. As I move, shadows move. My dude is glowing, and I don't know how or why.
What shadows?
Look down here.
There's no shadows. We see nothing but dark, except for the room.
Wait, so y'all... So this room is the only room y'all can see?
Yep.
Yeah, we only see up to here.
Fine, it's still fixed for them. For me, it's...
What did you do, Pyro?
I looked away from my computer at my game.
So you lose sight privileges.
I can't see my character now, but I can still see everything else.
Are you serious?
Call me. Call me.
I don't know how this works. It pisses me off.
Now
No,
I can
fuck
see
you.
my character, but take
Fuck.
away sight privileges.
Oh, fuck you. Doing it. I'm so confused by it.
I can see just fine. Why am I warped?
Really that drunk?
This is
I
actually
didn't think
pissing me
JoJo
off,
took
because
it.
it is actually only him.
Well, if it's just me, I won't say anything. Just tell me what room I can see. Is my dude just super perceptive as he should be?
As he shouldn't be. Fuck off. Anyway, so you guys walk down this room. What lies in front of you is a actively flowing water tank. From what you can tell is a drainage system from all the gutters and pipes upstairs that flows down into here. Not sure how the water's running, but you know. Along the side walls you can Along the side walls you can see barrels of what you can only assume is grain and flour because they're kind of covered in this like what could be described as like a white dust. And off to your center right is a doorway.
You mean right here, right? Whoops. Hold on. You mean right here?
Yes.
Alright. First off, two things. One, why are there two Smeagol's?
Why are there two Smeagol's?
Move ours to the tokens quick.
There's only one of me.
Okay, now that other's gone. Secondly, you heard David say that he was fixing up the torch on my head, right?
How?
David said he was tying it to one horn with the fishnet.
Sleight of hand.
$15.
You are able to do slightly better than what JoJo did, but still wouldn't trust it.
I try one more time.
Huh.
You know what? JoJo's just gonna hold it in his left hand. I'm not gonna ruin my ornaments. I already ruined my chair and my truck.
All of a sudden, from the back end of the room, you hear an annoyed sigh, and she goes, "Just put the torch out for a moment." Put the torch out, right, Smeagol?
Wait, what?
JoJo hands the torch back to Smeagol for Smeagol to decide since it's his torch.
Alright,
And this was not loud, right?
What, Gabby?
She has to go.
How about we just take a pause here for the minute?
She doesn't know how
Okay.
long she'll be gone.
Oh, gone?
Yeah, family time type thing.
Oh. Neat. Okay.
She'll be back before the night's over, obviously, but...
You see, when you say that she won't be back, it's like how you say you will be back, but you don't come back. Correct?
Yeah, she'll be back.
There. Anyway. So, do you put out the torch, Smeagol?
No, like I was trying to say, was it Ruta that said that, or... Like, out of character, who said that?
Sildara. Motherfucker.
Oh, okay, I was just double checking.
Do you put it out?
Yeah.
As the light dims from the torch, she says, "Alright, what do you want to produce light?"
Make the dwarf produce light. Don't do that, he needs a snake. Make the Minotaur produce light. Oh, by the way, Alex is glowing faintly, so Smeagol can see a faint outline around Alex. Because he does glow.
Except he doesn't glow. We've said it was purely for fluff. Every time we have talked about this.
JoJo smiles, looks back, and says, "Make me glow. I'll be the glowing candlestick. I'm the candlestick man."
She says, "Come here." And she motions you to come closer.
Yay!
Hold out your hand.
JoJo holds out his left hand.
She touches the center of your palm. And as she touches, you feel a pulse of arcane energy flow through you. All of a sudden, JoJo is a walking glow stick as she casts light.
JoJo runs over here and does a couple of ballerina twirls going, I'm a candlestick!
Look what you've done, Sildar. Look what you've
Now, wait, I'm glowing! Now I really am a fairy!
He was... You guys are all taking such a stupid amount of time to tie a torch to his antlers. It's much easier. Seeing as someone such as yourself, I would have thought, that it might have been a good idea to hurry this along.
JoJo smiles. Now the real fairy can continue. Rushes over here.
Yeah, let's just move on.
I'm just gonna follow.
Shit.
So I'm moving 3 tokens, because for some reason I'm moving Sildara, until Fram tells me to stop.
Okay, so you guys are now conga lining up to the door.
Alexander sees chests, like barrels. So he turns and looks at them and says, do you think there could be anything in the barrels?
They look
JoJo
like they're
looks
full
at
of grain.
Alexander.
Why do you care about grain?
JoJo's like, I wonder. JoJo puts down his chest, opens it, and grabs a couple of barrels and starts putting them in his chest.
Have you ever heard... Okay, I'm worried about what's in them, because... Have you ever heard of a grain dust explosion, Sildar?
Yes.
JoJo hears that explosion part and takes the barrels out of his chest.
If the barrels are full of grain, and there's grain dust around, and a fireball... fireballs, let's not kill everyone. Fireball straightly hits it. That's not good for structural integrity. I would know I need to be more careful.
So then, out of curiosity, why would you want to cast a fire spell in this room? In the
I'm
first
not.
room of this place, where it could cause structural damage and block us from continuing forward and completing our objective.
Hold on. That's not what I'm saying.
It's his
I'm
favorite
saying-
thing to do.
Guys, I'm saying I need to make sure so I just remember if we ever end up fighting in this room. Bad things could happen if I use fire in this room.
Where in the
Yeah.
fuck is this thing I'm looking for?
JoJo looks at them and says, can I take the barrels?
Sure.
How are you gonna carry it?
How do you think he's gonna carry them?
Okay, I'm so confused. I'm looking for a tab labeled General Features in this booklet, and there's only thing that's labeled General Features, and it doesn't have the information that it's telling me to look for.
Are you looking for a feat or something?
No. It's a map design thing.
Well, after JoJo grabs the barrels and puts them in his chest, and puts the chest back on his back, he goes to the door and stops and investigates the door, seeing if he noticed any traps. Nope, JoJo notices nothing.
It's a door!
It's a sparkly door. JoJo puts his ear to the door, seeing if he can hear anything on the other side.
Guys, can we go through? Like, I personally don't like being by this trapped corridor.
JoJo hears nothing. JoJo decides, I hear nothing, I see nothing, let's go through. JoJo can't go through the door because I can't see anything out. Oh, now I do. Holy crap!
He's gone! He's gone!
Wait, you don't see anything?
He's gone, Jim!
So,
He went through the door and he's gone.
fun
Wait a
fact,
second,
Smeagol's also in there.
Hey, and everybody in the other room disappeared on us.
Where'd everyone
Yeah.
go?
I don't see
It's just
them.
me and Smeagol. Wait, no, JoJo's first, then Smiggle. Get back, Smiggle. What's going on? Everyone's gone.
Alright, hold on. As soon as you step in that room, hold on. I've got to actually make sure this is right.
They're gone, Jim.
I was about to say it. He's dead, Jim. He's dead.
JoJo didn't hear this or see this, but yet he's in the room now and he's terrified because they're gone.
So, as you enter the room, these guys are kind of resting in their beds, on their cots, and then the one just on your left, he's, kind of dozing off. He's kind of peeks his head up a little bit, then drifts back off.
JoJo actually sees a really good opportunity here. JoJo is gonna take a sneaky 5-foot step. And then JoJo's gonna look back, making sure his friends are following. Can he see him?
Are people following?
Yeah. Alex is like stepping through. What the hell?
David says he's hiding.
Oh no, actually I'm just gonna follow.
JoJo looks back at Alexander and whispers, "Should I take them out?"
Alexander nods.
Well.
Yeah.
JoJo looks over and hold on. Let's see. Let's save that, so I don't want to do that. So let's... Alright, JoJo is going to use Reckless Attack and Great Weapon Master. So -5 to his attack. So instead of getting the +7, he only gets +2.
Aren't they asleep?
Using the... Yeah, they're asleep.
There's that thing for sleeping individuals.
Yeah, coup de grace.
Yeah. Don't use any of that. Coup de grace, max damage.
He already said he's using it.
I mean, technically it's something that has to happen, isn't it?
He said he's already using it.
Yeah, I can't use coup de grace.
Yes, you can.
Lord said they had... No, Lord said they had to be either asleep and prone. These guys aren't prone.
Two of them are.
Danny, they're on a bed!
Danny, are they standing up asleep?
Are they prone?
Two of them are.
How do you sleep, Danny?
Which one's prone?
Danny.
Danny, they're on beds.
Are those beds?
Yeah, let him use coup de grace because he didn't know they were prone.
These two are beds, right, Dave? These two?
Yeah.
Oh.
The other one, Lord said, was sitting up, but dozing off.
Oh, then I'm gonna coup de grace this guy.
Okay.
I coup de grace, so that's max... no, I just roll my damage. Wait, no, that's max damage.
It's max damage crit, basically.
Hold on a second, which means...
He doesn't have that much health, don't worry about it.
12...
Danny!
Alright. Yeah?
He doesn't have that much health, don't worry about it.
Alright, well then I coup de grace this guy next.
Before you can actually get your axe out of the first guy, the guy who's standing right next to you, south of you on the board, immediately jumps awake. As he hears the axe hit the bed and then go through it.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my athletics reflex to strike this guy before he can react.
That's the thing, though. You can't see him. You were swinging.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could see.
Okay.
I can't say anything.
And since
Okay.
David isn't saying anything, he will then jump JoJo and stab him in the kidney 2 times.
It's kidney. Why?
Doesn't that mean close to my nuts?
No.
No, to be somewhere.
Oh,
Wow,
kidneys right
this
there?
is unprecedented.
What?
I gave him his attack rolls. They were
Alright.
advantage because they're technically surprise.
Right?
So he got 17 and a 1, and then a 1 and a 17.
Which means
Nobody's gonna comment on the fact that he rolled 4 die and he got 2 pairs. Really? Nobody? Fucking the odds, man, the odds. But yeah, I'm gonna take it then a 21 will hit both times.
yep. 21 will hit.
The first attack does, what was it, 12 damage? Minus 3, so 9. Then the second one will do, I can't math today. We'll do 6.
Okay. Then
As he just quickly jumps behind you, he can't quite reach your neck, so he grabs your chest and then sticks his short sword in twice.
okay, then I'm gonna use my reflexes to coup de grace this guy before he can wake up. While Jojo is moving around, this guy is
I
just
will
on
allow
Jojo's back.
Smiggle or Alex to go before that happens.
Alright. What do you do?
Well, I'm pulling my sword out.
Alex is going
And-
to,
David was going, Pyro.
oh, I thought, I didn't hear him go, sorry.
So, the one's still on Danny, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to get him off.
Well, he's not really got a hold of him as much as he's just got his arm around him right now. It's not a grapple.
Yeah, he's just like this, like holding onto me while stabbing me. He's not really got me.
Actually, since this one's still asleep, right? I'm just gonna move up and coup de grace that guy.
Okay.
with your rapier.
Yeah,
Will you actually be able to kill him with coup de grace?
I just don't know the bonus to it. I know it's a 1d8, but I don't know bonus-wise.
Plus your dex mod, plus your proficiency.
Plus my proficiency?
Proficiency. You're
Ain't that like a +2?
Yeah, it's +2 because you're proficient with finesse weapons, Dave, and the rapier's a finesse. So +2 to that, plus your dexterity.
So 6.
Alright, so 6 and 8.
You double the dice roll and then add all the modifiers.
Right, hold on, so 8.
22?
22 damage.
Okay. Okay.
Wait,
Okay. Okay.
wait.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Stop saying okay, shut up until... you know
Okay.
what? Anyways,
Okay, he wants to keep talking, let's keep talking.
Shut up, you. What's Alex do before Jojo does his reaction thing?
He just... Action gives Smiggle guidance, bonus action gives Cinder guidance.
You're not gonna try to shoot over the halfling? Nope. Okay.
Fireball
Oh.
in a room with fireball to in a room with barrels. No. Because knowing you,
Smart
if I
move.
roll a 1, they'd be full of gasoline.
Smart move.
I'm
Anyways,
not trying to
Jojo-
kill you for like the 20th time.
Yes, but if I rolled a 1 with severity, you would fill them with gasoline.
No, we would just have that grain explosion you were talking about earlier.
Which would kill half of the people. Why did she back up?
Anyways,
Don't worry about it. You're in the middle of that.
Jojo uses his athletics, his reflex, to try and grapple the guy on his back
die. Oh boy. Someone tells me he's not gonna get past that. Yeah, no, not with a do.
So Jojo got him.
Yeah.
Jojo's holding him in one hand and takes the axe to him with the other, like he did last week.
What is the matter with JoJo and wanting to dismember people?
He's a war god.
Okay, but why though?
Because he's a war god. He's like Kratos. And you know Kratos from God of War. Anyways, no, seriously, he's mad at the guy because the guy jumped on him and stabbed him twice. Jojo wasn't happy about that.
Well, he didn't feel that.
Yeah, Jojo felt it. He did enough damage for Jojo to feel it. It ain't anything serious, but it pissed Jojo off.
Continue.
Anyways, do I roll the swing or damage only?
You rolled a hit, yeah, with advantage. Good thing you got that advantage there, huh? Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Alright.
I thought it was a...
Hold on.
It's D12.
I'm going to...
Okay.
1 second.
Can't really use any abilities doing that.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so...
There's only a few things that exist in-game that will allow you to change your, what you're doing on the fly.
I do have an ability, but not yet. I will get an ability soon where I can change that. But for the moment, this is a, 13.
Danny, I will not allow you to use that. Oh wait, no, damage?
Yeah, damage, 13.
Okay.
Wait, what are you not letting me use?
Nothing. Thought you were doing something else. So you grab him and you just cleave him, taking a huge, nice chunk off of his back. As
Yeah,
he
I'm
just
still
lands back
holding
on
him.
the boxes. With you still holding his arm. And he's just like in grueling pain as you start to see the box he's laying on get covered in blood.
Ouch!
Talking is free action, right? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
I'm reading something. Don't mind me.
Hey, what you thought I was gonna do, though?
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Oh, I know it'll be Danny still.
Well, Jojo is going to whack at him a second time. Wait, no. Before he does, since talking's a free action, Jojo looks at the little guy and says, "Do you yield?"
He spits at you.
He spits at me?
Oh!
He spits at me. Does he spit in my face or on my dress?
Yes.
As far as you can, which probably landed on your dress.
So he's... You know what? Jojo just cleaves him in half.
Wait. We can question him.
JoJo's already committed.
Yeah, I figured.
A 16?
You get advantage. Oh. Oh, you did roll advantage. That's interesting. What was your roll to hit, though? Like, after all your modifiers?
16.
Oh. Yeah, that'll hit anyway.
What?
That'll hit. That's a
22.
solid dead.
Jojo didn't like getting spit on after offering mercy.
That means two things. Anyway.
Jojo looks at Alexander and Smiggle and says, "You should check the bodies," while he walks over here and starts checking the barrels.
Okay, I'll check the one I took out. But first, wait. I did move, so come in.
I did move you, Dave.
No, I'm saying I moved. I'm still in the spot, but I moved out of the way long.
Dave, the one you took out is up there.
Can I check from right here?
This is the one you took out. And yeah, you can check right here. But you can move right here so he can come in and Cinder.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yeah, we gotta wait.